It's the Opie and Anthony Show continuing. Nick DiPaolo in studio.
Yes.
NickDip.com.
Hi, kids.
How are you?
Oh, you know.
What's happening?
Jimmy's going at it with a fucking grapefruit and a plastic knife.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard this crazy train.
Jimmy, are you still calorie counting?
No, but I'm eating a little smarter. My eating has been shit for like a...
What made you give up on the calorie counting?
Because I pretty much know what to eat. Like, I just wanted to see certain things. It's like you don't know. It's like
Assholes and pussies.
Oh, for Christ's sake, those are loaded with protein.
Yes.
The ones I eat help you lose weight eventually.
God.
See? I want to ask Nick about the David Letterman apology. What do you think of that whole Sarah Palin thing that went down?
What happened? They had a little test?
Yeah.
Aren't you sick of it, though?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. People over in Iran are fucking rioting, and we're all hung up on...
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that whole Iran thing, since you just brought it up?
Yeah, that was probably a bad move.
But no, I don't care. Fuck it. Great.
I know you have a big Iranian following,
You
don't
get
you?
a country of fucking cowards like Iraq.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us.
Believe me. Like Iraq, where it's like, we got to get in there and give them that freedom that they want so much that they're just sitting there in their own fucking feces, rocking back and forth while Saddam just rules with an iron fist and doesn't let him do anything. But then you look at Iran. Now that's some people that got pissed off and are taking shit into their own hands. They're demonstrating. They're doing some stuff.
I can't defend Iraqis, but I will say that, if Ahmadinejad started gassing them with chemical weapons, they would probably pipe down.
A little bit.
What's going on over
But
there?
it's so young. What's fucking great, the demographic, half the country's like under 25 over there.
Yeah,
It's fucking... And the internet is just exposed... Didn't we? You asked me about Sarah Palin. We're talking about this.
Yeah, I know. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
but,
all these back to the same shit.
But they can't play their, old shit anymore, these regimes. They're exposed totally. The whole world can see.
That's what happened
What
with
a
the
fucking
Soviet
farce.
Union. Happened with the Soviet Union because of like cable television and satellite television brought in American TV, and they couldn't keep it out anymore.
That's right.
So people started seeing some shit and going,
Ricky Lake brought down that wall.
Yes, she did. She ran into it belly first. That cunt.
It was funny that it was like when you said she ran into it. I was like, oh, that was a great joke, and then you just made it vicious because she ran into it.
I had to
Fat cunt.
Anytime you can-
Why did I go there?
Why? Because you have the right to. You don't live in Iran or Iraq or fucking...
How big are the
Or I don't
protests?
give a shit if
How
they
big are the
fall.
protests in Iran?
Couple 100,000 in the park.
Couple 100,000.
That's what it said in the
Nice.
paper here.
See, I was
And it looks it. It looks like a fucking U2 concert.
I was confused. I thought they had their own NBA championship going on in Iran.
Yeah, that's
one of the Iranian teams won, and they were just celebrating with the proverbial
Tip it
burning
over.
of the car.
Flipped over a horse and buggy cart.
Fucking 1936 Packard.
Wow, I didn't know.
Actually, they're pretty modernized, but who the fuck listening knows that?
I just like
said it anyways.
stereotyping.
Me too. Isn't it fucking fun and refreshing? Just because it bothers other people, and that's why I
Yes.
still do it.
Yes.
Probably to the detriment of my career, but I continue to do it because I know there's people who think that that I should.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're like,
Anachronistic
there are
and-
cities over there. It is a wonderful
great.
place. Yeah, right.
So wonderful. Get a timeshare over there, you fuckhead.
Are they going to keep the protests up, or is this going to be put out fast?
I
I didn't know it was a couple 100,000.
Only 7 dead, so they got a long way to go.
Yeah, they're not quite China when it comes to squashing
boy.
public outrage.
They don't play, do they?
China knows. Boy, that 10th or 20th anniversary, I think, of Tiananmen Square. 20th.
Right.
20
Came up.
already.
Yeah. Oh boy, I remember like yesterday. And they were like, hey, you know something? Don't show up here. We don't want to see a flyer, a pamphlet, nothing. And the Western news organizations went over there and started trying to talk to people, and they're like, well, I don't know anything. They would not talk because, the Chinese will just fuck you up.
What happened to the guy who stood there in front of that tank?
Oh, please.
I don't want to know, Jimmy.
Once the camera was off, he was.
He's now a welcome mat.
Yes. He looks just like a waffle. He said,
He sells shirts and hats with tank prints in them.
that martyr.
What?
I forget, they did a story on him. I get no retention. Fucking, I know they did a story on him a couple of weeks ago because it was the anniversary.
He just dropped the menu off at my house.
Yeah. They interviewed a helmet and shoes. What's going on? Really? Would you do it again?
Oh, shit.
But
Well, getting back to the Letterman thing and the Sarah Palin. Letterman then doing his fake apology. We understand why he had to do it, and then she accepts the fake apology. It's just a ridiculous country we live in right now.
Well, it is. It's they call me over there at Fox and Friends to comment on it, to go over it, and I did like how they pre-screen you on the phone. I talked to this girl for like 15 minutes, and I was like, he's a bit of a hypocrite because he's not going after, Obama's wife or anybody on the right. But on the other hand, there's no rule if you're a comedian that if you shit on Republicans, you got to do 20 jokes against. Right. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah. I like Sarah Palin. I lean right that way. And I don't know if I'd vote for her for president and shit. And I was like, but you know what? She's a big girl, and it's not about the fucking daughter and shit. And again, to me, this political correctness, which is a disease for guys like us.
Shit.
To me, at the very center of it is protecting women's feelings. More than even the black-white thing. To me, that's the fucking germ.
The germ.
We bend over backwards and I get shit from my mother because at the end I threw that in on Fox and Friends. At the end, they said, look, the biggest mistake, he made a joke about a working mom and her daughter, which is like the third rail in comedy. And, all the feminist groups and shit, all the political correctness, that comes from television. Mm-hmm. We've talked about it a million fucking times, how men are emasculated. That's, to me, at the epicenter of political correctness. That's why I couldn't totally defend her, Yeah,
because it's just another one of those instances where it's like, oh, the guy said something, it's in comedy, it's a joke.
Yeah.
But now it's taken completely literally.
Well, and then people talk about, well, he's implying, rape and what?
Stop throwing what is you think isn't being implied here.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
It's a joke. Well, and again, and that's my other argument as a comic. The first thing they asked me on Fox Friends, well, did he go over the line? I go, what fucking, there is no line.
Where's the line as far as
I go, there's no line because your line might be a foot away. Another person might be 20 feet away. What offends them? There's no fucking line.
I need a starship to get to mine.
That's right. That's right. I wish I said that. I would have been invited back. But exactly. 14 billion light years away before I get offended.
Yeah, I don't care.
But that's the times we live in. And again, because it was a mom, a working mom, and she's 6, and I like her. I wanted to split the difference, but I found myself kind of defending Letterman more than I thought I was gonna because, they have their train of thought over there.
Yeah.
And, but they were cool about it. They let me say what I wanted to say.
Well, we were trying to figure out earlier, when did it, get to the point where a late night talk show has sort of an agenda, like you go after the Democrats, but you leave the Republicans alone? I mean, when we were growing up, it seemed like Johnny Carson just made fun of whoever the fuck was the president.
Was in office or whatever politician.
But it seems like only in the last, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out when did this trend start where Jon Stewart beats the shit out of the Republicans and barely goes after the Democrats
Well, I can see with Jon Stewart, because it's not like a variety show that plays to middle America, like The Tonight Show or whatever. Jay seems to hit whoever or whatever. Yeah. He doesn't really.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Joke-wise, he's
the last,
right?
Yeah. But is he the last one now that he's sort of in semi-retirement? The rest of these guys seem like they go after one a lot harder than the other one.
Well, Dave, I mean, the last few years, Dave, with Bush in there, seemed to go hog wild.
Right.
He seems to have that Bush, derangement syndrome.
That much, right?
That much? What the fuck has he said about him?
No one goes after him.
Not even a little bit.
I want to see how many jokes he's done, versus...
But why is that?
Why
are you getting your political
well, I'll tell you why.
Shit in the way?
The guys that... First of all, most of the people that write for these guys lean left. The young guys who think it's hip to lean left. They have no fucking mind of their own. And the business, the big shots, come on, the Jeff Zuckers of the world. He's a fucking Ivy League. You can't get any more liberal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they work for... Yeah. Showbiz sort of leans left, sort of. It does lean left.
But it fucking runs, dives off the cliff left.
Exactly. What was I trying to just mealy-mouth?
Like we were saying, though,
who am I? I'm on satellite. I'm going, they lean a little left. Communist cunts, all of them.
When we were talking earlier, though, like Johnny Carson, it didn't matter. And he was on The Tonight Show long enough to have a few presidents in there. And... Nixon, he'd fucking just rip him apart.
Yeah.
And then Gerald Ford, of course, got just bashed for his klutziness and his do-nothing thing. Reagan got
Carter?
shit. Carter was like a joke. It didn't matter what their political affiliation was. They picked on them as like people and what they were doing.
Not so much the politics, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we weren't as divided as a nation.
Yeah, you're right.
With the cable, advent of cable and 24-hour news cycle.
It's two sides. It's two teams now.
That's why I enjoy it.
Opposing
It's like
teams.
a blood sport. I kind of like.
It's kind of fun.
They will
to
not
go back
agree
and
with
forth.
each other. Just
really
Isn't it?
It's kind of fun.
I mean, I'm too old to go out and play fucking tag football.
Yeah.
Rip a ham.
I think there used to be a time where a Republican would actually side with a Democrat's policy because it was in the best interest of the country.
Right.
Now, you can't do that because when re-election comes around, it's like, would you vote for a man who actually backed this guy?
Yeah.
And you're like, no! He was a Democrat and he backed him. Fuck him. It is. It's two teams that are just killing each other all the time.
Well, look what's going on up in Albany. Are you shitting me? What's this, a banana republic? They're locking doors, the cops.
Well, we got to explain for the rest of the country. I mean...
let's not explain too much. I don't have any details. I just don't...
Yeah, a couple of state senators.
Dems. They switched.
Dems decided to switch over to the Republican side, tip the balance of power.
And we said, how is that
I don't
legal?
know.
Because you as a voter, you're like, I'm a Democrat, I am voting Democrat.
Right.
So now the guy you voted because you're a hardcore Democrat decided to go to the other side? How could that be legal?
I love it.
It was
because
the way
there was some nasty gun legislation that was going through. So for me, I love it.
Is that right?
Good.
But
Well,
you,
it's like
you
I said-
see how that's insane to allow, though.
It's like I said
To
in
be
my...
able to change parties like that when when the people voted you in and the people wanted a Democrat in there.
It's like I say in my new book, Partisan Politics. So it's just a bunch of it's the Arlen Specter. People didn't complain as much though when he jumped to
Specter did it, yep.
out of the Republicans as much as the Democrats are maybe they're whining now. They didn't seem to whine as much when fucking Specter left the Republicans. And
That confused all the people that voted him in, though. They're like, what?
That's the second time he's done that in his career, too, that fucking Weasley.
Yeah.
He makes no bones about being a fucking spineless.
It really doesn't. Like, why wouldn't you just pick on that during the next election and go like, look at this guy. He doesn't even know what the fuck he wants
he's
to be.
wishy-washy.
Well, the people, I can't believe.
Blumberg did the same thing. He changed just because he couldn't run under the Democratic ticket. So he went Republican, and then he went independent. And now he's just going rich.
Yeah, and then he gets rid of term limits and
and gets rid of traffic in Times Square.
And make Times Square a beach.
I can't make up my mind. I couldn't stand his nanny politics and stuff, but with the whole financial crisis going down, he's the one thing he does know is money.
I just surprised handling this.
Are we on TV?
That's great. Yeah, there you go.
Just the way he's handling the roads, though. It's a guy who's unrealistic and who never has to sit in traffic in his fucking life. It's like he's just being
Takes the subway, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, I would love to take the subway, too. I had a couple of troopers with me. I'd take the subway everywhere.
All the time.
But he's fucking... He didn't get his price planning the way he wanted it to. And now he's just being a little bitch and throwing a fit and making it... Fucking Broadway's a disgrace now. People on lawn chairs.
Nobody told me about that. I went blowing through there the first day. I got to go to court. Charge of manslaughter. Took out a family of Dominicans having breakfast.
On beach chairs.
Yes, on beach.
It's terrible.
Jesus.
Embarrassing.
I know, it looks like something you'd run into in the middle of the country.
It's everybody sitting facing the same way, looking at nothing.
Nothing. That's the thing.
Fucking assholes. What are they going to do in December? Sit there in parkas and have a fucking... There's no reason for it.
No one will be out there.
No.
It'll just be blocked off the traffic, and it'll be a clusterfuck.
He's a complete asshole.
What are they doing in the winter?
Nothing.
It's still going to be, but you
Yeah, they're
can't
not
drive
gonna
a car
reopen
through
it.
there?
No.
I give it a year or less.
What are you going to do? How are you going to plow?
Wait, can we stop the
how you gonna
discussion
plow?
for a
You're right.
second?
Yeah. What happened?
Oh,
Mickey has arrived.
Mickey's coming.
He has arrived for his little job on
Little Mickey.
Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Little Mickey.
What were you saying, Nick?
It's just like Little Mickey, doesn't it?
That's our
From,
bit. We do it every day. When
I
he
thought it
arrives.
was that Adam kid from
Adam
American
Sandler,
Idol.
See? Look. That's Adam Sandler as Little Nicky, so he kind of looks just like the motherfucker.
Exactly.
Jesus, I wish I saw the move.
We just have to acknowledge him.
We acknowledge him every day. He's a little late today, by the way. Should we tell the bosses?
Yeah, let's rat him out.
So they go Republican answer. Now what? Why is it a clusterfuck up there in Albany?
Well, it tipped the balance of power up there, so now the Republicans have the majority.
Which is crazy. It's a Democratic
And,
state.
that's how it goes.
That's a little insane.
I forget why. I read the whole thing. I got no retention. It's why I had a 2.4 at Maine in business. Really fucking bugs me as I get older.
I'm sorry.
Worse. Go ahead.
It was over tax incentives.
Is that it?
The guys who left didn't agree with the
You're so lying.
No, I just know that I'm not exactly.
Yeah, I just thought.
Yeah, but you know what? You might as well be right.
It's a tax
In
incentive.
politics, nobody's done.
Who's going to call you out on it?
It was something like that.
First of all, as you were saying, I'm like, tax, and I'm like, no one's giving tax incentives in this day. They're taxing the shit out of you. They're not giving you incentives.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that they wanted some tax incentives, and the Democrats were not giving them, and they said, well, we're going to switch over to the other side, and they'll give them.
I was sitting there nodding my head like an idiot.
Sure, okay.
Might as well been on Meet the Press. I was like, yeah.
Gotcha.
I like George Will.
We could switch gears. Japan invented something. Invented something very important.
The thing that makes your dick look bigger? Yes, a wedding dress that takes shit on the face of it.
A little girl's hand.
Yes, it's a lasting
An
smell.
infinity.
Oh, it's got to be something that's just horrid.
Any other guesses?
Some
Black hair dye?
How about
got to be a
I don't know, a
robot
fork?
a robot that looks like an 8-year-old. They fucking keep whipping those up, don't they?
Very important
Anime
invention.
porn sicko motherfucker.
Let me
Could change the world, my friend.
Really?
Could change the world.
a cutting board you don't have to rinse.
It could change the world?
Could possibly
It could change the world.
As we know
Okay,
it.
a vagina, a self-cleaning vagina.
A soda that tastes like cum. Jesus.
An atomic oh, no.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
No.
With oil prices soaring and fuel protests spreading across the globe, it almost sounds too good to be true.
A car that runs on...
that runs on nothing but water.
Oh, shit.
Who invented
for the
this?
love
Who's
of
the future
Christ.
dead guy that invented this once the government gets a hold of
Yeah,
him?
exactly.
No, can we explain
He'll
it to-
drown him in his own fucking tank.
You know what? Gas tank.
You know what, E-Rock, get the famous water car story.
Yeah,
It's one of
love
our
that
favorite stories ever. You got
That's
it.
true?
There was a guy who invented a car that runs on water?
Runs on water.
And he ended up having food poisoning and dying.
Really?
After the military visited him, like he's like,
You're kidding,
he was
right?
all excited
No,
about
we gotta
this.
get the news clip.
They
It's
had
hilarious.
like clips of things that he wrote, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm very excited. The military wants to see me about this," and some like lieutenant major came over the house, and a few days later he was dead.
Is that right?
Oh, he's so excited. He's like,
Fantastic.
Oh,
the government
for
or the
love of
military
my-
is coming to see me, and you got it.
Really?
E-Rock just wandered by the window. He has no clue that I'm trying to find this.
The
E-Rock,
only
go find it.
water-powered
Thank
car
you.
the government would allow is one that you pump up like those rockets, and you just go like 8 feet at a time. Fill it up
But
again.
this Japanese one is good because you can steam vegetables on the manifold. They're very good like that.
Very
Let's find out
thrifty.
more.
And all kinds of water will do. River, rain or sea, they all make this car mobile. Even tea works. Japanese company Genpax unveiled the eco-friendly vehicle in Osaka. Once water is poured into the car's tank, an energy generator takes hydrogen from the water, releasing electrons that power the car.
The main characteristic of this car is that no external input is needed. The car will continue to run for as long as you have a bottle of water inside for you to add from time to time.
According to Genpax, a litre of water will keep the car running at a speed of 80 kilometres for around an hour. The company hopes to go into mass production with a Japanese manufacturer. With car users around the world looking for alternative fuels to power their vehicles, Genpax may well have the solution they've been looking for.
I got a problem with this already.
Yeah.
Where does the power come from to separate the ions and the hydrogen?
Right.
and power the car. It's almost a perpetual motion kind of.
A giant windmill on the roof.
It's a no, it's a little 14-year-old Japanese girl under the hood.
She puts her hand to her mouth and goes, "Oh, give me my water." Oh. In a little schoolgirl skirt. Fucking degenerates. But pixelate the pubic hair though, you fuck.
But you're leaving the duty in the mouth.
Yes, diarrhea. Fucking in a geyser like Old Faithful is fine, but don't fucking show pubes.
Is there anything better than Tub Girl though? Really?
None better.
What are you talking about?
You've never seen Tub Girl?
Oh, Nick.
Tub Girl?
Nick, where have you been?
Come on, Nick.
Where have I been? Where do you think I've been? I'm heading to Belly Busters in Orlando.
There's Tub Girl.
What the fuck is that?
You've never seen Tub Girl?
No, I haven't, and I'm glad I haven't.
That is the perfect
That's
reaction
gotta be
to-
doctored.
No.
Oh, come on.
That's
That is
Tub Girl.
She's
What's your own beer fountain?
she's
What is she-
blowing liquid crap into her face in a bathtub, doing like a what position would you call that?
You've never seen
She's on her
Tub
back
Girl.
in a Japanese tub with her ass up in the air.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course I've seen that.
That's
I gave that to my parents on their 50th anniversary in a frame.
Yeah.
Oh,
She looks
my
like a
God.
flesh drinking fountain.
Isn't that great?
It looks like the Gouldens factory. She's working. Why is her face burnt to a crisp?
There's shit on it.
That's liquid.
That's liquid.
What the fuck?
You know what the funny part is?
I can't take. It's like I Dream a Genie coming out of the bottle.
What you don't understand is
Dun, 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 dun.
she's actually spitting that up into her asshole. That's the amazing part of that
Oh,
photo.
what the fuck?
All right.
Wait,
now it
she
gets a little
felt like she
messier.
had to make another fucking video?
Now it's a little messier.
Because that's a different outfit.
And are they
Tub Girl
covering
has
up the pubes?
Can I fly over there in a helicopter with tourists and look down into the?
Yeah, the whole pussy.
Where do you
like
find?
covered
You
up.
wonder why? You know, the Iranians might have a point.
Tub Girl.
The fucking mullahs. I don't know if I could send that over.
Yeah,
Tub
send
Girl
that over and
rules.
say, look how it could be.
Exactly.
You know?
Oh, you want to see Guy on the Train?
Guy in the train.
Oh, yes.
Before we go to the story of Stan Meyer, which is our favorite story.
Yeah.
Tub Girl birthday cake?
Tub Girl birthday cakes. Tub Girl's very
A.
How about the fact that there's countries where a woman can't show her fucking ankles, but we got one
Yeah.
shitting into her own mouth.
shitting into her face? Could you imagine guys seeing that?
Can't
in
we
those
split
countries?
the difference? Ain't there a happy medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we make
Girl,
Mars?
girl shitting into her shoes.
Jimmy's birthday's coming up soon. We got to have Mars. His
Please
wife
tell me you're
make
gonna be
the
40.
The Tub Girl fucking
41.
cake.
Tub Girl cake.
What do you want?
Tub Girl cake for Jimmy's birthday.
40 years young.
Of course.
All right.
Still a boy at heart.
Are we doing the?
Holy shit, I'm queasy from that picture.
Yeah,
we got
that's
something
fucking
that's.
And I got a strong stomach.
You guys see the train video for real, and then we'll move
It's
on.
a different
to Stan
type of
Meyer.
video.
Somebody gets hit by a train?
It's not.
No.
No, that's
Nick,
simple.
It's not uncomfortable to watch. It's just
That's a
actually
dime
pretty
a
funny.
dozen.
Just watch this. This is terrific.
In India, they ride on top of the trains.
Oh, is this when it takes off?
Slumdog Millionaire.
I think
No.
I have.
No, you're having.
Look at the abs on this guy, though.
You're boarding a train, Nick. It's no big deal.
What are you setting me up for?
No.
No,
Is he going to grab that power line or something?
No, that would be nuts.
Who would do that? Only a lunatic. Dead. His head is on fire. His head's on fire.
Is Nick DiPaolo speechless?
Yeah.
Are you speechless, Nick?
Well, if this one's hitting home.
Why'd you know that guy?
That was my agent.
The sound of
Did you hear that?
just.
But,
I get the feeling you don't like these type of videos.
no, I do, actually.
Okay, good.
Seriously, I was...
It
What do
can
you mean
hit
this
him
one?
right on top of the head.
Are you sure they just didn't knock the wind out of him?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He was dead before he even friggin' started falling.
Yeah, that's what.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Flame
you're right.
on.
Red flame coming out of his ass. Well, here's why this
Flame
one.
coming out
A
of his
couple
ass.
days ago, I live in the woods, you know, right where those. It's been raining and pouring and windy up
Yeah.
there. Me and my wife, I got a new car. I said to my wife, want to take her for a ride up there? So we're going up the street. Of course, I live in a street where you can only have, it's only room for one car.
One car at a time?
Another car's coming, of course.
Never fails.
No, but how they ever happen. So we're going to pull into this like dirt driveway, right? But there's a tree hanging down, tree branch. Mm-hmm. and it's going to scrape the shit out of my new car.
Scratch your new car.
So I get out, and I grab the fucking... I grab the branch that's hanging down.
Oh, shit.
It's my neighbor who's coming the other way. He goes, look up. It's fucking on the phone wires.
Yeah.
Like and I'm holding.
Yeah, and it's wet.
Wow.
And that's what he said. You're standing almost in a puddle, and I'm holding on to this fucking thing. Just so he could get by, and I wouldn't scrape. That would have been nice.
Look at the freeze frame of that guy. There's a fucking flame
on
through him.
Fire.
He looks like he's got both. It's like a fire outline of a guy, but a big fat one.
Yes.
He's a big fat, you can see his arms up in the air.
Yes.
Yeah.
His little head, his body, his fat legs.
Now, I heard he's all right.
Minor.
I heard his
minor
skin was a
burns.
little...
Yeah.
Yes. To his hand. Head.
Now, when did this...
Does anyone ever know?
Yeah, we don't know.
You
How
don't
about
know
the fact...
Could have been 10
where.
years ago. Who knows?
How about the fact that he doesn't fall off the roof?
Dude,
Yeah.
he just
He's so sticky and crispy, he just stuck like...
Oh, he probably did. I'm sure his skin was like a silly putty.
Boy, did he
And
fucking...
the thud his head makes when it hits the top.
And everybody
I'm
just
guessing he
kind of
didn't
looks.
feel...
They kind of look, and then they're like, oh, shit.
It makes David Blaine look like a puss.
Yeah. The best part of the video is after he fries himself, a guy gets on the train assuming, well, this will be a quick little thing, and they'll get the body off the train, and we'll be on our way.
Probably will. They probably just start rolling.
Of course.
It's
They got 1 billion people over there trying to get to work.
I don't care. One guy, as long as it wasn't a cow.
Let's bring the story of Stan Meyer.
Right there.
Why would he grab it?
His
Nick
last
DiPaolo.
moment of life.
Why? Because he's got the,
It's a little guiding, really. He just wanted to play with it like a banister or something.
slum sausage millionaire.
Someone should have said, don't stand up, sir.
The smoke's coming out of his pants, which is funny.
Yeah.
His asshole caught on fire. That happened to me once at Chili's, but nobody... Oh,
God, electricity, a motherfucker.
isn't it?
It's just an odd thing.
I'm afraid of electricity, man.
I don't like
Well,
it.
you should be.
The lights go on my house. I got my wife. Get downstairs. Check that out.
Trip a
The
breaker.
fucker.
Stan Meyer. So we go back. So the Japanese story about they're working on inventing their water-powered car brings us to Stan Meyer. This is 10 years ago, Nick. Listen how excited Stan Meyer is with his invention. And listen for all the red flags.
Yeah.
That's the best part of
There's
it.
a few red flags here as far as the government goes.
He swears he invented this 11 years ago.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, especially when, government's involved.
Yeah,
but
me either.
just listen to some of these red flags where you're like, oh, that's probably not the good thing you think it is.
And 11 years later, we don't have this car.
The top, our news here at 6 o'clock, an age-old dream becoming a reality. A local inventor has discovered a way, hear this, to use water to run your car.
Sounds great.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You want to ring the bell every time we have a little problem?
A red flag?
A little red flag?
Something that maybe he didn't identify as being like, it's might not be as good as you think.
It's a major breakthrough that will no doubt make motorists happy. And as Ralph Robinson explains, the Pentagon is also showing lots of interest in this project.
Yes.
See, it's like, wow, the Pentagon.
Showing interest.
That's great.
He's all excited. Oh, the
Guys
Pentagon.
probably like, the Pentagon, I'm going to get this big military contract. The Pentagon. It's going to be great. No, it's the inside of the Pentagon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, where that part way inside.
The CIA.
Yeah,
Well,
very interested.
In this project.
Water has always been considered a precious commodity, but Stan Meyer's invention may make it even more valuable. He has developed what's called a water fuel cell. It has taken the place of his old gas tank. The water fuel cell breaks down water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen is used to run his dune buggy.
I don't care if you use rainwater, well water, city water, ocean water. If you don't have any fresh water, go ahead and use snow. If you don't have any snow available to you, then use salt water because there's no adverse effect to the fuel cell.
it's a perfect vehicle.
Oh, sure is. Pentagon's interested.
Yeah.
Meyer started working on this project 4 years ago. He's not a scientist. He isn't even a chemist. In fact, he never graduated from college. Myers was determined, he says, to design something to protect this country from oil embargoes.
And we have calculated that if we take the dune buggy from Los Angeles to New York, we would roughly use 22 gallons of water.
The Pentagon flew a lieutenant colonel in last week to look at Meyer's invention.
A lieutenant colonel.
They flew him in an F-16 over his house.
Yeah. Look at just look at him through the bomb sight.
Looking at a guy's invention from a guy that didn't graduate anything. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oops. Meyer's invention, there's talk of possibly using it in the Star Wars defense program and to run army tanks. Myers is currently perfecting a water fuel cell for cars. It will cost about $1,500. He says it won't need any maintenance, and you won't have to replace it. It'll be at least 2 years before the fuel system goes into mass production. The day it happens will be one the fuel industry hates, but it'll put a smile on the face of those who've had to say at one time or another,
Honey, Dick Cheney's at the front door.
Right. He wants to go.
Hey, stay at home. I'd like to talk to
He wants to go quail hunting with you.
That the oil industry will hate.
Jesus.
Yeah. So why didn't you tell Nick DiPaolo there, Dan, what happened to good old Stan Meyer? This is a terrific ending.
He's probably doing fine.
Was that him on the top of the train?
Well, Stan Meyer was poisoned.
Well, we don't. They say food poisoning. What's the actual story?
He was eating at a restaurant.
He was eating at a restaurant.
Bad water.
Probably that ricin stuff that they, like, one little
Just a little
speck
drop
of it fucking kills you over like a month. You rot away or something. What is that shit?
And why hasn't somebody fucking used it on a large scale?
It's
That's what scares
amazing.
me.
You know
Who's
what?
guarding that shit?
Did you hear about that? I think it was in England. There was a spy.
Yeah.
And the guy took the thing on the tip of an umbrella. He's walking by. It was a pin on the tip of an umbrella with a little bead of this ricin shit on there. And he walks by him and just hits the guy in the leg with the umbrella. And the guy just kind of goes, ow. You know, like, you just hit me with your umbrella. A couple of days later, boom, horrid fucking death.
What's right
from that shit?
There was some politician overseas that got hit with it. Doesn't it make it fucks your face up?
Everything. It swells you up. It fucks you.
That's the other guy.
Another Russian spy guy.
Yeah, that was fucking...
It turns you into Tub Girl. Your insides just start melting away.
Let's see.
You know what I mean?
He's
All right,
alive.
here we go.
After
Stanley
dining
Meyer,
at a restaurant, huh?
Yeah, died suddenly. March 21st, 1998,
By the
after
way,
dining at a
hold on,
restaurant.
but this news story is from 98, so he died suddenly not long after this news story.
An autopsy report by the Franklin County, Ohio coroner concluded that Meyer had died of a cerebral aneurysm, but conspiracy theorists insist that he was poisoned to suppress technology and that oil companies in the United States government were involved in his death.
That's a bit suspicious. I'm with you with the conspiracy theory thing, but
a little, you know, when a CIA guy, when a military guy from the Pentagon flies in to see you special,
and you die.
Hey, let me see your car.
Has that ever happened before?
Let me see your car, dude.
And you died mere months later.
It was probably, and I could see the briefing in that fucking Pentagon. It was probably like, all right, you, Lieutenant Colonel, whatever, fly out, see if this guy's a kook. If that fucking thing starts up, poison him.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
No, they don't say that. They probably say, you know what, bring back the plans and, bring them back.
Yeah.
That's all. It's like Scarface.
The plans. Yeah.
When he goes to meet Sosa, the Pentagon guy goes, I'll come back, we'll have lunch noon tomorrow.
Yeah, right?
You know.
There he goes up in the helicopter.
We can have you back here by Thursday.
That guy, yeah, that was the guy right there. Nope, up.
That's him? Oh, that's the guy that got poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look at the picture of him afterwards. He looks like the 50-foot man.
Yeah, that's work of Putin.
That is that was Vladimir Putin.
And that's happened a few times since.
Gave him that shit. That poison there's no cure for it, and you are just fucked. You just sit there and rot.
Is he dead, that guy?
I was looking for it at Bed Bath & Beyond.
No, I'm talking about a guy who is a politician who's still alive. He got poisoned.
He survived.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
I don't think it was ricin, though.
Like his skin was boiling,
Yes.
that guy? I remember him.
Yeah.
And he was all fat-faced.
He made it, I think.
Yeah, made him all ugly and shit.
Shit. Yeah, fucked up real, yo.
Yeah, I don't...
Crazy ass
What is it called? Ricin poison or reason? How do you say that?
Ricin Roni.
Ricin, the San Francisco treat. Same thing.
The fucking Moscow treat.
Once it's injected in you, you die a slow death.
There it is.
Yeah, there he is.
There it
Incredible
is.
Hulk.
Is that permanent now, or did he get rid of that look? Now he looks like James Edward Olmos. Holy shit, he's got like a Corinthian leather. He's got face like a pair of bull's balls.
They fucked him up.
Jesus.
Spy shit going on, man. Like that secret spy shit.
Was it that? But we don't know what kind of poison he got hit with. They tell you.
No, it wasn't ricin. I'm not
I
sure.
think it was an In-N-Out burger that they had left on the counter for 2 weeks.
Why don't we take a little break?
Yeah, because I got to piss like a racehorse, as they say.
I do too, man.
Did you just make that up?
Yeah, my father's old saying,
NickDip.com. Nick DiPaolo on MySpace. And what's the big gig?
MySpace? Fuck that. Facebook, yo.
Yeah.
Well, what
Where
the
you-
fuck? That's
where
what
you
it
been?
says
What
on
year
your
was
sheet.
this?
We got to update your sheet.
Who wrote that?
It's probably just in a file. We pull it out every time you hear it.
Both.
Let's update
I
the,
don't even
Nick
believe in any of
DiPaolo
that
info.
shit.
Facebook. Just for laughs. Chicago Comedy Festival.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
This Thursday and Friday at the Vic Theater. Me, Patrice, Louie, and Jim Jeffries.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and then next weekend in Orlando. No, Winter Park. Winter Park. Belly Busters. And I want to say this because this show goes all over the country.
Yes.
Right? So you people down in Winter Park, Florida. Belly Busters. I got to cash a check when I come back that says Belly Busters on. I'm 47 years old.
Feel good about that one.
A little known fact, I got family in Winter Park, Florida.
Oh.
Is that right?
You might see a few people that look a little like me at your show there.
Please tell them to come out and bring their
some
nieces.
friends. Right.
I mean, they're friends.
Belly Busters Winter Park, that's June 25th through the 27th.
Yeah.
And June 18th and 19th, this Thursday and Friday, Chicago. Yes, just for laughs. Chicago.com for more info.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go. We're going to go to break with Danny's bit from yesterday. Wow, rave reviews on this damn thing,
Yes.
Danny. My phone blew up yesterday with everyone loving this.
Literally?
I think that says
Pretty
more
much.
about your phone than this bitch.
We'll just play it, but Danny's creation, we love it.
You fucking little monkey.
Opie and Anthony, Nick DiPaolo in studio, nickdip.com. Also, Jim Norton's doing Red Eye tonight. Let's not forget about that,
Yeah,
right?
it was supposed to be tomorrow, but there was a last-minute switch due to a bunch of political posturing.
The old switcheroo?
Yeah, Brian Williams dropped out.
Yeah, they just switched.
Are you going to be at the table then? And
I am.
In the newsroom?
I'll be at the table, yes.
I was down in the basement last time.
Yeah, put
I
me
was
down
supposed
there,
to be
too.
tomorrow, but they switched me to tonight, so I'm not in the basement.
I sat down there and I'm like, fucking, I just saw fucking Lou Grant walk by. It's like, it looks like Mary Tyler Moore's,
Yeah, they put me down there, and then the monitor you have to look at, if you glance up a half an inch, you look directly into the lights, and then you can't see anything for like 10 seconds.
Yes.
You're blinking, just seeing like bright lights.
Well, you got a professional operation over there, huh?
You know what it is? I bring an energy it's positive, and they say it warms the room, and they hate to not have that.
Yeah, you got to be
you
at
do.
the
I can
table.
feel it coming through my flat screen.
I felt you warmed the room after a few farts.
I don't mean that.
All right.
CNN's all over this Iranian protest thing. This thing is building, huh?
It is
I'm a little
building.
confused because CNN said that this was a pro rally for the dinner jod.
Yeah. Well,
not the big one they showed. That wasn't. That was.
And then they went.
That was anti.
And then they went to the anti rally,
yeah.
which has hundreds of thousands of people. One guy holding a sign, "Where's my vote?"
Yeah.
That guy ain't gonna make it to work.
A woman holding a sign, "Where's my clit?"
where's my husband? They're just carting people away.
Where's my vote?
Where's
the
my
same
members
guy?
only jacket? He's
think-
wearing it.
That's the same.
You think this is it? I mean, this is one of those things where it doesn't look like it's just going to calm down and just go back to normal. We got some things happening in Iran.
I thought it'd be a little more violent.
Yeah, I was hoping.
They killed 7 of them.
Well, now they're saying they're going to have a revote.
Yeah, that should be.
Recount, not a revote. Right?
Yeah, they're going to have.
Yeah, they're going to recount the votes.
Just to try to calm these people down and go, well, it was close. You guys are right.
They recount it. Turns out Al Franken is going to take over Iran.
Is he working yet?
They haven't even settled that yet.
Still?
Who
Wasn't
are
that
we to tell
November?
them? Christ.
That was 6-7 months ago, right?
You know how it is. Get those dirty lawyers involved. That's what it's about. That's what everything's about in this world.
speak my
Keep
language,
the
Nick.
lawyers working. That's why we're reading terrorist Miranda rights. It keeps fucking lawyers working.
Yeah.
It's just motherless.
Keep them getting paid.
His Uncle Junior said.
Oh, yeah. Got the big casino, Tony.
The big casino.
The big casino.
Yes. Yeah, healthcare plan. There's another. There you go. Huh? We're going to pay for that.
Cushion for
What
a
is this? You're like me. You got a PhD in The Sopranos?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking best. Oh, my God. There's a lot I could say. Go ahead. I'm fucking fed up. Who played a better crotchety old man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on a minute. This guy just walked out on his wife. I don't know if he needs our help or what. Let's say hi to George in Jersey. George.
Hey there, George.
George?
George?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
You should walk out on Jersey.
Hey, George.
29 years, and last Tuesday, she was out. 12 hours, I packed up all my stuff, gone.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's different being separated and having your own clean place instead of living in a pigsty.
What, was she a slob?
Terrible. It was, I took pictures. The lawyer couldn't believe it.
Well, did she just go, and when you met her, she wasn't a slob? She just went nuts?
She progressed over the 29 years into, has a mental condition, I think.
Yes, that's what I was.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Is she a pack rat?
Yeah, was she a hoarder?
Pack rat, and, if you come by my house in Edison there, it looks nice on the outside, but you can't have anyone in because there's no room to walk.
You should have seen it coming when she took a shit on the dance floor at the reception.
And then saved it in her purse.
What is she saving that is completely taking over the house? Usually it's like newspapers or...
Your balls in a jar.
Well, I went into one room and I found every paper that my daughter had ever touched. She's 20 years old. Any paper that she ever touched was in that room stacked up.
What do you mean that she ever... Whoa, slow down. What do you mean touch?
What kind of paper?
Like
origami?
School or something that you might have drawn, or a
project
report card or a letter to her or something.
Oh, you got a Sybil situation.
Well, that's, moms do that. It sounded like, she's just walking around touching paper and then your wife is running after her collecting all the paper she touches.
Yeah, basically, and she saved every toy. She's got 20 years of toys through the house. It's amazing.
Why? Fucking throw them out.
Yeah,
why don't you just throw them out while she's busy?
Yeah.
Well, we did that once. I got a dumpster there, and instead of throwing out stuff, she threw out all the wedding gifts that we were saving in the loft. Instead of throwing out the junk, she threw out all the good stuff.
Well, why didn't you throw out some of the junk, like when she would do whatever she does? She goes out or whatever.
I did that, and then she'd come home, and she'd get violent. She'd start screaming and yelling like an old... She wasn't Italian, but I could just say like an old Italian lady. Just
I gotta be
and
Italian?
And she'd say, I'm going to take my fist and knock your teeth down your throat. And I just move away, because I don't believe in hitting women.
That's where you're wrong.
You can believe in it. It happens.
That's right. Sure. Short right to the tip of her nose and she'll stop saving shit.
I'm depressed because of what I did to her, but my dad says, look forward. He's 81 years old. My dad says, look forward and don't
To
look
what, his funeral?
In the past.
You didn't do anything to her. You're fucking tired of her saving everything. She's being annoying.
She got a little mental illness there. She needs a little bit of... She should call it, no, I can't say that. Different guy, different show.
We went for counseling, and then she stopped coming, so we used to have her come on the phone. Like in Charlie's Angels, she'd be on the phone, and I'd be in the office.
Hello, Angel. This is your mission, not to take a shit in the sink.
And then eventually she wouldn't come at all, and then so I showed the doctor, the psychologist, the pictures, and he says, George, a picture is worth 1,000 words. He couldn't believe it.
Wow, he's original.
Oh, that's, yeah.
I'll send you the pictures, Jimmy. You could see them.
Wait, what are they pictures of, dude?
For the whole house.
Yeah, we'd love to see the pictures.
Absolutely. Put those up on YouTube.
She's a classic hoarder.
Yeah.
I hate hoarders.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the hoarder.
It's more than that. It's more than that, guys.
Yeah, it sounds like it runs deeper than that.
Yeah, what else?
Well, like the sexual part, that's totally cold. Every night I would try. Very romantic. She would say, don't touch me. I'm not interested. I have a headache. Don't do it. Don't do it. How much could you take?
You should have dressed up like one of your daughter's papers.
Yeah. And you're going to get fucked in the divorce, right? Even though she has no desire to be with you sexually.
No, because
she's kooky.
She wants things that are not important. She'd be like, all right, I'll give you the bank accounts, but you have to let me keep the forks and the spoons that our daughter ate with. Okay.
Stacks of newspapers.
Yes.
Good point.
I get the old flip-flops.
I'll blow you for the roller skates.
That's true. That's true.
I think you're smart to leave her, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I had to leave, and so it's been 1 week, and I was thinking of Anthony going through his divorce, and mine isn't
That was many years ago.
bad, but after 29 years, she gets a lot, plus pension, and a lot of things like that she's going to get.
Oh, think about having her whacked.
You'll be happy in the end, though, bro.
Yeah.
Believe me.
You'll be happy sitting on a milk crate under a bridge.
It's better than where I was.
I hear you. Sounds like Louis.
I love that when people go, cheaper to keep her, cheaper to keep her. Shut the fuck up. What am I going to be? Miserable my whole fucking life?
Cheaper to keep her.
I'll have a few extra bucks and I'll be miserable. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
look into the money if you want to put a bullet in your head, you know?
Oh, you get
Put it in her head.
Hey, and if you were still married, would you have that amazing media room?
I'd have a guma.
No, besides all that, but I mean, would you have the unbelievable movie theater?
I'd probably have a nursery and fucking kids.
Would you have the green screen and that ridiculous studio of yours?
My
if
nice
you're still
fucking
married?
broadcast facility.
What would you have instead?
I'd have a nursery probably, with who knows, probably no kids in it, still with cobwebs on it, waiting to have a fucking kid, and let's see, vacuum cleaner in the closet for me to vacuum the floors, because even though I would have made enough money to have hired like a cleaning service, she would still want me to vacuum the floor so I'd have that discipline.
Yeah. So you have to do chores still.
Yeah.
You know.
Your job is to take the garbage out and vacuum, okay? That's all I ask.
Okay.
Why you ask?
After I take you out.
How about someone else does that and I pay them?
Right.
With the job I do, I make money and I pay the person to do that.
She wouldn't let me do chores, guys. She wouldn't let me do anything. If I touched one thing, she'd say, I'm going to go into your room and break every one of your records. I have the old-fashioned LPs. She would threaten to break all my old
Who's the hoarder?
Yeah. Right? LPs.
So I couldn't even wash clothes there. She wouldn't let me. The pile of clothes was 6 feet high in the bathroom from her.
Wow.
6 feet by about 4 feet.
Did she get all fat on you, dude?
No, she's still pretty slenderized, but she's not bad looking. If anybody's interested.
Yeah, it sounds like a real catch. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, nice. Shitty fucking slob house and a crazy bitch.
Were there signs in the beginning of the marriage that she might have a problem, and you just wanted to ignore it because she was giving up the shitter?
Well, my parents told me, based on her parents, her mother had a slight clutter problem in her house.
A slight clutter problem.
Clutter problem.
They thought it might transfer down.
I like when the clutters move into the neighborhood.
Exactly.
First time he visited her in-laws' house, he had to step over a canoe in the kitchen.
You know there's a problem there.
Clutter lover.
It looks like the sailing at TGI Friday.
Look, I think it's safe to say we all know when we're with a kook, but we look past that. Why did you look past the fact that she might have been a little kooky?
Nice tits.
I loved her back then.
Mm-hmm.
College sweetheart, 29 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just progressed into hell over the years. I had planned divorce 10 years ago, but my parents said try to stick it out. And because old Italian family, my mother's from Italy, my father's from here, from Sicily, and they just, old Catholic Italians stick with it because they stuck with their marriage when things got tough.
Yeah.
So I did, but it was just unbearable.
All Sicilians have a way of taking care of this, too.
Yeah, that's true.
I was going to dig a hole under the pool. I put her under the pool, and every time I went in the pool, I could step on her face.
To a cannonball on her face.
That's a joke.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we know, George. We know.
But, hey, can I ask, how old's your wife?
52.
Is this a menopausal thing?
That could be.
No, she's past that. No, she's been this way the whole marriage.
Does she have she's got like a Taliban beard?
No. I'll send all the pictures to Jimmy and the videos.
Yeah, please do. I want to see this stuff.
Thank you. TheRealJimNorton@gmail.com.
There you go. All right, George.
We wish you luck, and I was wondering if I could borrow
hair. I got plucked nostril hair.
Maybe can I call back and what happened?
Yeah, of course, George.
Oh, that hurt.
We're in on your plight. We'll follow it through, all right?
Thank you, guys.
You getting radial tires in the garage?
Are you looking to get some pussy yet, or what? Where you at?
No, I'm not interested right now. I have to defibrilize or whatever it is.
Defibrilize?
What does that mean?
Decompress, you mean?
Decompress.
Simmer down.
Right.
Yeah.
Ow. You never go in your
Anthony's
nose.
pulling
I
nose
don't
hairs.
pick my nose. I'm trying to get a nostril hair that's tickling the fuck out of my nostril.
Tee-hee. All
Just
right,
save it.
Thanks, George.
Take it easy, George. Good luck.
Bye, guys.
You know what? This leads us to a little show that's
I think that got it.
on TV called Obsessed.
Another one.
Get tweezers.
Danny's turning me on to
Scissor or
obsessed.
something.
Do what I do. You pull all the hairs at the same time, and then you take a scissor and clip. Good to go.
No, get those that machine.
I never had a problem with nose hair, ever.
You barely grow hair in your body.
any hair.
For me.
I'm wispy.
Fucking little Mexican hairless.
I got a plucker. I look like Ed Asner, you know.
I gotta get a good hold on it.
But once if you use that thing that goes up in your nose and
Don't you got to get in the chute though?
Then,
what do you mean?
When it grows in.
Yeah, then they grow in. That's right. That's right. You get like ingrown hairs inside your nose.
Yeah.
Come on, you fucker.
I learned that the hard way.
Ow. Now I'm just like ripping.
Jesus Christ, Anthony.
It's not the one.
I've never seen you do this before. You all right?
Yeah.
You never go in your nose.
What are you making a face for?
Now that I'm not going in my nose as much, it's a little.
But I'm not picking out snot.
I just know how you are with your nose, so it's amazing that you're going in there.
Because it's driving me crazy.
So let's talk about Obsessed. This is a TV show on what network there, Danny?
This is on A&E. It's the same network that's brought to you such classic gold mines as Intervention.
I love fucking Intervention. Still do.
So do I.
Well, I never figured out the schedule for Intervention. They'd make like 6, and then they'd go 2 years without a new one.
I think a new season just started a couple weeks ago.
Apparently my T-Ro's not doing the job.
Yeah, they got some new episodes out
What
there.
a nightmare for the family.
They love it. That's a sickness in this country. Everybody wants to be on TV.
The rest of the family loves it and plays into it.
Yeah.
Got to sit around because one of your family members has a problem.
A problem.
I liked
And you gotta
one of the
cater
first
to
ones I saw, a crazy girl. She was like doing crazy drawings.
The
Remember
naked
she was,
one?
Yeah, she was hot.
Where they basically
She was
threw
young
food
and
in her
good
room?
looking. Yes.
Wow, really?
She was
Best
fucking
one ever.
nuts.
Yes.
She was.
And hot?
Hold on.
And she had a fat sister who threw her
Yes.
against a fence. Remember in the driveway?
She was a blonde.
Oh, fuck, wait a minute.
She was
That's
a
ringing
blonde.
bell.
I think she was a stripper, sort of. And her father owned some like houses and gave the daughter one of them or an apartment. And she just destroyed it. She would write
This
on the
one was.
walls.
She wasn't blonde. This one was brunette.
Oh, I remember blonde.
I
would
think
write
she
on
was-
the walls, and the sister would kind of just throw food in the room and run.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrific.
She had all kinds of fucking crazy doodles in a book.
Those are the best ones.
But anyways, back to this one.
Yeah. Obsessed. We meet Nydia. Nydia obsessively washes, and she has a shower ritual.
Maybe you can hook her up with George, you just called.
Yeah.
My OCD is about feeling dirty. I don't like to feel dirty. I wash my hands about 100 times a day, maybe more. I'm afraid of having bowel movements.
How many times a day?
She's afraid of having bowel
bowel
movement.
movements?
See, this
Is that what you just said?
is psychology 101.
Yeah,
right? This goes back to somebody
You know
did
what
something to her
happened there.
asshole.
Did
when she
someone
was-
put a wiener in there with their fingers?
That hiney hole.
They'd probably put
Look at Jimmy's eyes light up like a fastball down the middle, and he's like fucking Babe Ruth.
There's somebody would probably put 2 fingers in there
Yeah.
and swish around, and she would go, ow, ow, and you would go, shh, I'm getting it clean. I'm getting it clean.
Yes.
So she's probably afraid of making doo-doos because that will dirty it and
Doo-doos.
force someone to come in and clean the
Yep.
doo-doos out again.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
That's just a wild guess, right?
Yeah, it is.
That was a stab in the dark, right, Jimmy?
Speculating.
Oh my neck. Jeez.
I'm completely guessing, but I'm also guessing that like he probably wouldn't have lubricant, so he'd probably put his fingers in his mouth and go, "Let me get those doo-doos out," and he'd clean his fingers and he'd swipe his fingers and.
Can we even say that on satellite?
Yeah, it's a guess. I don't know.
Holy shit, the hairs on the back of my neck are going straight.
Sexy, right?
I was just gonna guess that maybe she just got blocked up when she was a kid.
Yeah.
You know,
And it was
toilet
traumatic.
training is a very delicate thing. If
Yeah.
they do it wrong, you can get all hung up, you know?
Traumatic. She had to go
Yeah,
to the
that's
doctor.
another
and
thing.
The doctor had to
Toilet
work
training.
the duty out for her, and ever since she's been.
What are
fucking
you
crazy.
doing?
I remember in high school, I
Make
took a...
poopy.
Did you see? I'm a Celebrity. Get me the fuck out of here. What's her name? The old model. She had a
Dickinson?
She had
Yeah.
a duty problem last night on the show.
Did she?
Oh yeah, where she couldn't go to the bathroom.
Wow, now she's even hotter than I thought she was.
Yeah, exactly. That just adds to the hotness. Now she's impacted with fucking grape seeds.
Jeez.
Maybe Sam can help me out with that because it was funny. She was doing all sorts of yoga poses to try to get the duty moving.
Yeah, you do downward facing dog. That'll dislodge that thing.
Do tub girl.
She's lying on her side and turtling like it's a tail.
Oh, fuck.
Downward facing a log.
I think she went like over a week without taking a shit.
Really? That's not good.
She could barely walk. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
That's uncomfortable.
It was funny stuff. Let's get back to Nydia.
I'm afraid of having bowel movements. I'm afraid of just basically anything to have to do with that. I can never go to the bathroom without taking a shower afterwards.
You know who used to do that?
Usually last.
Huh?
Tiny Tim used to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I heard that, and he used to dry off with paper towels. He didn't have a towel. He used paper towels, Bounty.
Why?
Paper towels.
Because the towels would have like bacteria or germs on it.
I remember him saying that in like Merv Griffin. That,
Yeah.
The Tonight Show, actually, that he used to take a shower every time Mother Nature called. As opposed to me, I like to go.
Yeah, I like to shit after my shower, only.
That just happens. Don't you hate that when you get out of the shower and sneak a shit?
Oh my God.
It's like pulling out of the car wash and it starts raining.
Exactly.
Yes.
Raining mud.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's throwing fucking Ben & Jerry's ice cream on your car.
Let's say hi to Jason in New York. Jason.
Cookies and cream right on the windshield.
Hey, Jason.
Welcome aboard, Jace.
I was just wondering if you guys saw the first episode where the lady's father died in a car accident, so she's afraid of driving her car, of course.
Okay.
And so she now wears her dead dad's clothes that are still all bloody, and she's all freaked out.
Get the fuck out of here.
See, now here's where I got a problem with reality TV. Although I'm not saying this is the case, that this is phony. But after you watch a season of this shit, some of the, even intervention style, some of the dialogue, when the camera is on you, you don't act the same.
Right.
Some of it starts to get contrived. They have the mother fighting with it. Does it seem a little forced to you?
It's forced because just the camera being there changes the whole dynamic.
And you could write great scripts like this. We'll have a lady put on her. I'm not saying this isn't true with this woman, but I'm just saying.
That's just creepy.
Yeah, she was a complete wacko.
Hey, speaking of fathers, are they running our Sirius XM Father's Day promotion read that we did for them?
Oh, shit. I don't know.
Anyone know?
Did they ever? After we did that, I'm
Nick,
like, I don't think they'll run that.
After one of the shows, they give us a script. You know, Father's Day is what, this weekend? So, you know, give your father the gift of satellite radio. And they give us this lovely script about fathers and shit. Me and Aunt don't have fathers. Like, what the fuck? Did you do your research? So we gave
is that right?
So we gave him a read, my friend.
Oh,
do we have that, Travis?
Yeah, that was a fun
if
one.
you can find that. I'm not sure if they're even running it. I want to know.
My shower rituals usually last anywhere from like an hour to 3. I had to be hospitalized twice for a blood transfusion because I was losing too much blood in my shower ritual.
All right, I don't want to hear anymore.
Ritual.
Blood transfusions because she lost too much blood in her shower ritual.
What now? What the fuck is she doing in the shower?
When her feet are dirty, she cuts them off. Just sew them back on. That's Peter filming.
That's a great name for like a punk rock band.
Shower ritual?
Shower ritual, blood transfusions, losing blood.
What the fuck?
Wow.
What is she doing?
What
is she doing?
I can't play it. Let's just end here. No?
No.
Ritual. Matt and I have been married for 8 years. It's very rocky right now. You know, it's not lack of love. It's just too hard to deal with my sickness. At this point, I don't feel any control in my OCD whatsoever. I'm in pain all the time. There's not one day that I go without having some type of pain. If I don't get help, I probably end up getting divorced. Maybe I could even die.
Let's hope so.
I'm going to get a divorce. And I don't want to get a divorce, Jules.
Was that the blood ritual woman that just said that?
Yeah, what the fuck is a ritual?
Yeah,
you can't just play the ritual. You got to kind of slowly build to the shower ritual.
A little bit. I hear you.
Everyone's saying they are running the Opie and Anthony Father's Day promo for Sirius XM. 3 times per break? Oh, they're running it like crazy?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, all right.
So now it's not funny anymore.
People are like, are you kidding?
Right.
They're running it 3 times a break. More on Nydia.
My shower ritual started when I was about 20 years old, right before I got married.
You gonna get it now?
Yeah.
When I first met Nydia, she seemed like she was a little more particular about washing her hands and stuff, but I just figured that Nydia was just an extra clean person. Right before we got married, Nydia started having stomach problems, digestive problems. It continued to get worse, and finding, I guess, tools of her trade in the bathroom.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting all confused.
Tools
here.
of her trade.
So we got a shower ritual, and now
There's
tools
of her trade, and she loses blood.
We found what? What did you find there? A fucking Black & Decker.
A Sawzall. Yeah.
Sawzall? A fucking Midas box and a...
I got a Ryobi fucking variable speed drill.
I have a feeling that the tools of the trade is not a loofah.
No.
I found an X-Acto kit and a bunch of sponges. And,
fucking Dremel.
I have a feeling the tools of the trade cannot be found at Bed Bath & Beyond.
I found a pubic head covered putty knife. And a shit stained
Let's play guess the
ruler.
tools of the trade.
To clean her asshole out?
I guess
Is
it
that
has
what
to be
it's
her,
got?
but she's
her
bleeding.
ass or her vagina, right?
She's bleeding though.
Now, what would you use to clean your asshole out? Let me
Tools
see.
of the trade.
I'm trying to think. I'm walking through Home Depot.
All right, wire brush.
I'm
thinking wire brush.
All right, let's get 3 items.
Or steel wool.
How would steel wool or steel wool or wire brush?
Vacuum.
Very good.
Some type of vacuum.
If she just pink socks herself, she sucks her intestines out and washes it like an elephant's trunk, and then shoves it back in her ass.
Pink socks. Oh my God, am I behind this?
I think I know what she uses.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
If I ever get to that point, put one right in the back of my head.
There's an old lady on a scooter just going in a circle at a rug on her scooter.
She's doing a 360. Her family is ridiculing her in the living room.
But she was saying we.
Ring around the burden.
Pocket full of colostomy gunk.
Jesus.
I think some kind of digging out device.
A fish hook?
Oh, wow.
He's still on the...
A melon baller?
A cocktail spoon.
Yeah.
You want to go cocktail spoon?
Yeah.
Or some kind of spoon.
Cocktail spoon. That's one with the long handle.
Yeah.
That came from
All right.
You like
family.
stir a
Somebody
fucking
family member
martini
mentioned.
with or something.
Yeah, you know the long ones.
Yeah.
We need a 3rd item.
Razor blade.
She's got a duty problem and she loses a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Probably wipes her ass with a
Bowie knife.
a
Shotgun.
what do you call it? A shawam?
A Mossberg.
Shawwow.
Oh, ShamWow.
Yeah.
The ShamWow.
Maybe she's thinking wrong. Maybe she put something up there to block it.
Oh, all right.
She don't want to make duties. Like a plug?
Yeah, some type of, you know what I mean? Some type of, a wine cork and a hammer.
How about a cue ball?
Because she calls it the shower ritual.
Oh, it's a shower ritual.
So it's after she takes her dirty, dirty shit.
Oh, and her ass is all full of shit. Nasty, dirty shit.
Yeah, what does she get in there with?
Gravity boots and a fucking putty knife keeps coming on.
Some tongs.
Oh, tongs, ice tongs.
That's what she like the kind at the bodega at the salad. She grabs a pair of those.
Needle nose pliers. She opens her asshole and then she gets in there and pinches every piece of fecal matter out.
Out of every nook and cranny of her intestinal tract, as far as she could squeeze that needle nose up.
She picks socks and washes her intestines like an elephant.
Why are we wasting Nick DiPaolo's appearance on this? He's so brilliant.
This is what they're going to hear at Winter, Florida.
He's so brilliant
My first
with the
8
politics
minutes.
and everything else, but all right, let's find out here. So we got tongs, steel brush, steel wool, cocktail spoon, pliers.
Tools of her trade in the bathroom. I started realizing that Nydia definitely had
a water pick. For sure.
My OCD is about feeling dirty. I don't like to feel dirty.
I like what she says
I
there.
wash my hands about 100 times a day, maybe more.
You just washed your hands. Why are you washing your hands?
Shut up.
Oh, just leave.
See, like that. Now, would a guy really ask that question when he knows his wife's
I know.
girlfriend's?
To the camera. You're right.
What was the question he asked her?
Why you just wash your hands? Why you wash? Because that's what it's my disease, you dink, and we have a camera crew here to wash.
Because your cock is always dirty when I touch it.
And then you realize that she's actually right because he rubs his dick in the litter box before he makes her suck it. She's like, my mouth really smells like cat tinkle.
I would not. I would not put up with this shit.
For 3 seconds.
Would you?
If a girl washes her hands within 2 hours of jerking me off, I throw her out. Why don't you show some respect?
I don't mind, but I wouldn't mind a girl who has an obsession about keep her asshole sparkling clean. That's actually
Unless it starts bleeding, though.
Yeah, that's all right, too.
What are the tools of the trade?
Well, here we go. Nydia explains what she does in
You
the
pretend it's
shower.
Merlot dripping out of her.
This next minute and a half could be the best minute and a half of our show.
All right.
Definitely for today.
They're going to talk about this on Charlie Rose tonight.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So you just want mayonnaise and the meat, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't eat sometimes because I'm afraid of having bowel movements. My diet consists of definitely no vegetables and definitely no fruits because
She'll be
usually
dead soon.
that helps your bowels move faster and that's the least thing I want.
Yeah.
I'm done. If I eat something...
Let's see if she's hot.
I hate her.
I bet she is.
Do we have a picture?
She probably has like thinning hair because she doesn't eat properly. She probably sucks.
I bet you she's hot.
Is that her?
I fucking hate this broad.
told you.
She's like fucking.
Well,
she's like a Mayan. She looks like one of those.
She should be
Mayan
pushing a
women.
cart down the hall of a Red Roof Inn. The fuck? She looks like fucking Sonia Sotomayor's daughter.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
It has to be a red room. You know what? It just makes sense.
She does kind of look like one of those women that should be wearing those derbies down in fucking Peru.
Yes, and it's going to be tough for her. Not with her native diet is beans and rice. So
Yeah,
this is going to be
wow.
quite a challenge.
Yeah.
All right, here we
She
go.
goes, I like to eat putty and Italian bread. That way, it's like spackle of the air.
Yeah.
Spackle and fucking fiberglass.
Yes. What are you eating? Glue and fluff it on her.
Exactly. I like to wash it down with a pillow. And I like to have a box of Triscuits and a pitcher of sand before I hit this.
If I eat something, there's anxiety. The more time that passes by, the closer I know I might be to a bowel movement. It just sucks.
Go and shit already.
I know it's going to be hard and exhausting.
What's going to be hard and exhausting?
The bowel. Here's the problem. Stupid. She doesn't drink enough water. Your fucking hard duties are hurting your hiney.
Yeah.
Every time one comes out, it's like she's shitting pebbles.
Get a stool saw.
But but somebody did something to her during potty training. Somebody really gave her a compact mirror and said, look at that! Look at it!
Push the fucking shit
Like when they
back
threw
into
De
her
Niro in
ass.
the... When they threw Jake LaMotta in the fucking cell.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Look at it, boy! Live in it!
Live in it, boy!
Smell it!
Oh,
Taste it.
your mother's bowel movement then. Carlo, bring me a suppository. Something happened here.
Holy shit. Let's go to Frank in Poughkeepsie. Frank.
Yeah, she just described the Eric Nagel diet. Meat and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Meat and mayo, huh?
Maybe someone touched Erod's asshole.
Oh, we're going to have to find out.
No, there's definitely.
Well, let's find out here.
The uncle was wiping her.
I'm mentally prepared to go in there. I kind of worry about it, and I try to concentrate and tell myself that I can do it. Here we go.
You hear that?
Asshole
That's what
that
you tell
could.
little kids.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Come on.
It says that. You ever worked the club in Austin? What is it? Which Capitol Comedy Club? I went in there to use the toilet. You know, people write on the walls, and it said
Sometimes
some of the funniest shit.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
It's every time I go in there and read it again. It makes me laugh hard. It said something like, "That's a big girl. That's it. Push. Make a nice package for Dad." That's
Shit.
a big girl. I'm not even doing it justice because I haven't been there in a while. But it sounded like a guy talking to his 4-year-old daughter. And,
Here we go. I can never go to the bathroom without taking a shower afterwards.
I
My
have
shower
a problem
rituals
with that.
usually last anywhere from like an hour to 3. This is my enema. I pump it inside of me and then just wait for the result to take effect. And then after that happens, I start using this, which is to, because my fingers don't reach as far.
Whoa,
There
what
we
is
go.
this fucking show,
Needle
Danny?
nose pliers. You're right.
She says so.
Oh, she does?
Says so, yeah.
Okay.
Far in as I would like, so I use the toothbrush to go deeper, and I will keep doing that until it feels comfortable for me to get out.
I started realizing that
What,
Nydia
then?
was basically
Using my
scraping herself
toothbrush.
into
And there's electric, so it keeps running out of batteries to it's in her colon.
Everybody at work was telling me my breath smelled like shit. I couldn't.
She's brushing the inside of her ass with a toothbrush.
That feels good, though, when it's itchy. You haven't done that?
This chick is just the worst.
What do you mean? I tucked my hemorrhoids back in with a toothbrush. Oh, they're dangling
Brushing
right
the inside
now.
of her asshole.
Well, that's...
Wow.
You gonna floss her pussy later? What the hell's going on here?
Wow.
Anthony's looking it up right now.
Yeah.
He goes Oral-B.
Oh, let's see. Which one was
Did she put
using?
toothpaste on it?
That would burn.
Oh, wow, would that hurt?
Oh, that'd make it minty fresh, though, wouldn't it?
Doing that until it feels
That little rubber
comfortable
nipple on it.
for me to get out.
I started realizing that Nydia was basically scraping herself inside out.
Holy shit.
Oh, pink sock, nice. Yeah,
He's using my
out.
toothbrush.
Yeah, there he is.
Holy shit.
Oh, I thought that was him.
The toothbrush is back in the little holder. It's got a fucking a peanut on it and a fucking... the back of it's got fucking ass skin stuck to it. What an enchantress.
Enchantress.
Boy, how did you how did you not see the problems in this marriage?
She's fantastic.
Anyone else's asshole, like, closed shut, as she said that?
Shoving a toothbrush.
I really like to know
Let's bring
what
back-
led to this disorder.
Let's bring back Pat Duffy. Let's see
I think she
what
had a
he's made
dirty
of.
dentist when she was a little
Maybe
kid.
that's it. Maybe now we're thinking of the wrong
Right?
end.
Get in the chair.
Yeah,
you
something
know,
about the toothbrush.
you can adjust that chair 19 different levels. And would you like a pink balloon after? This is what you're going to have to do.
My mouth doesn't feel clean.
Oh, my God. You want to continue or you want to just leave it there?
I don't know. It's making me hungry.
Dentist tells her to rinse, and she just sits on the little fucking sink.
Flurp.
You freak.
This chick is the fucking worst. Brushing her colon. What a goose.
Jesus. But you know what? No cavities.
I kind of live in this world a little bit from, you know.
Oh, yeah?
What are you talking about?
What
do you mean?
My mom. But.
I mean, never to brush my teeth over your house.
Yeah, really.
No,
why wouldn't you bring your own brush in?
Toothbrush, I know.
Why would you borrow
there?
this?
Her shit is.
I can't leave
is
mine
different,
out.
but, this guy writes,
Okay, you're right.
and I agree with him. How much attention does this cunt need?
Not the cunt, it's
Boy.
the asshole.
The cunt is
You know, Ro, that's her shrink talking.
Oh, God damn.
Again, you gotta go. I mean, a shrink would have a field day with this.
Of course. Well, we get to the
First thing I say, let me take a look.
If I was the husband, all I would do is eat her pussy and go, well, your asshole smells. 4 hours. If I ever wanted to watch the game,
you'd never see her again. Oh, you mean son of a bitch.
There's a double header about to begin. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Did you take a shit
Imagine.
recently? No. Back in.
She's going, you're at a party, somebody go, who farted? She just like faints and starts crying.
I gotta think, what's the problem with the husband?
I don't know, he's still sticking by her side. That would have been out of there.
He gets no attention in the relationship.
He likes fucking her in the ass. I bet she takes it in the ass.
You know she doesn't take it in the ass.
Sure she does. She can get a toothbrush in there.
That just makes it dirtier, though. Right? With some dirty
Well, not if you
wiener in there.
soap it up.
Yeah. Let's continue. Husband has had to rush her to the hospital twice.
The most extreme times of Nydia's sickness with OCD was taking her to the hospital. She needed blood. And it didn't happen just once, it happened twice. So needing 2 pints of blood is pretty bad.
2 pints?
My marriage with Matt is very rocky right now.
I guess she's not using the soft toothbrush.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the
Jesus.
fuck is he using?
She's using that extra firm that tears your gums up.
My marriage, you hear that though? My marriage is very rocky.
Yeah.
You're the problem.
My marriage is rocky.
2 pints of blood out her ass.
It's funny how your marriage gets rocky when your husband sees, blood and shit in your toothbrush.
Yeah.
My marriage is like my duty.
Pebbly.
God.
Right now, it's really sad to know that I'm losing my husband because I can't get better.
I feel terrible because I've told her so many times that I can't deal with it, that I can't be with her anymore. But I'm here for as long as I can be here, for as long as my heart doesn't give up. And I don't know when that is. I hope it never comes. But lots riding on her getting better.
Ew, look at the tools of the
Oh,
trade.
here she goes. She's going into the shower with the toothbrush.
You know what you gotta say?
Like a good mechanic.
Leave the fucking toothbrush outside, you asshole.
Yeah.
Just talk to her like that.
Don't say asshole. You don't even...
What are you, Italian? Leave the toothbrush outside, you asshole.
Take a fucking normal shower. I'm gonna throw a toaster in there in 10 minutes. Be out. Enough of you already.
Just lob it over the fucking shower curtain, run.
How about some tough love? Don't walk her in there gingerly, break her toothbrush, and say, get your fucking fat ass in there, take a dump, take a shower, and let's go to the movies. Cut the malarkey, chubby. Tough love.
She barely eats, but look how fat she is.
She doesn't shit.
Because it's all the shit inside?
She's full of shit.
I'll be putting horse laxatives in every other meal just to bust her chops.
Fat round head of hers.
Let's.
Her head is enraging.
The next clip is going to be boring because it's a therapy clip.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
wait a
you
minute.
could go over
They
for
even
me.
show this shit?
What are they
Oh,
showing?
come on.
We're looking at a tub. It's an hour. She's in the tub, and it's an hour and 12 minutes into the ritual.
I place my fingers to see if everything has been rinsed out.
I started realizing that Nydia was basically scraping herself inside out.
Oh, my God.
Apparently so's your barber. Shut up, you dummy.
He's losing a little hair over this.
This didn't just start fucking yesterday. Come on.
I fucking hate Nydia.
You're on a first date with her. She goes, to use the ladies' room. She's in there for 4 hours. She's seen 2 movies. And you're standing out in the dark. Everybody's gone from the theater.
Yeah.
Security guards, like fucking, like trying to kick on the door. She's in there. Leave me alone.
Do you think the waiter was like squeezing out a jelly donut on the way to a table?
First time I...
What's that on the floor? Nothing, honey.
You see her heading into a stall wearing a tool belt.
She's, toothbrush Lavoris.
What will it take for this guy to leave?
Well, now, who's the girl that was shitting into her own face?
Tub
girl.
Well, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't they hook her up? She could talk to her and go, look, it's not that bad. Watch me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 bowls of cheese soup and a 6-pack of Lowenbrow. Then I get it.
Therapy time. Here it is.
Here we go.
If you could go over for me, what kind of OCD you have? I have a fear of having to go to the bathroom.
Poopy doopies.
When you say go to the bathroom, like have bowel movements.
Like the doctor.
And what are you afraid of? Sometimes I just feel like I'm dirty. I mean, like if I
It
feel
is dirty.
It's dirty.
clean enough
You dummy.
or not,
She thinks your
and
shit
then
don't
when I
stink.
feel clean enough, I'm in pain.
You're in pain. What do you mean?
I'm very aggressive to
Good
myself
doctor.
when I am doing my rituals,
Very aggressive.
and I hurt myself.
Nydia's
her
OCD is
rituals.
actually quite common. She's fearful of feces.
It's not quite common to shove a toothbrush up your ass and clean it
It's
out.
quite common.
I'll do it, but not to clean out my ass.
Yeah.
For the
Don't get me wrong.
It helps me calm, but...
Good joke.
Exactly.
I like breaking into people's hotel rooms, doing that, putting the toothbrush back, taking a picture.
The old picture.
Yeah,
I heard
that
about
old
that.
gag. I love that one.
That's still one of the funniest things
it
ever.
is.
I guarantee that happened once in history. Somebody did that.
Someone develops the
Oh,
pictures.
Christ, yeah.
And it's like, holy shit, the toothbrush is in his ass.
You like this. You brush in, then you see
Yeah.
the picture of the
Yeah, of course you would.
2 young Irish guys that broke into
Yeah, of course. The only thing he left behind, and you're going to use it. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, right.
No, your own toothbrush.
I know.
I know. They left the toothbrush.
I know that, but all right.
She's fearful of feces or poop. And
Oh,
so
thanks for
many
clearing
people
that
have
up.
this fear. It really
Jesus,
grosses her
this-
out. Now, not everyone goes through the same extremes as she does.
I didn't know
Sometimes
feces
I
and
feel
poop
like I
are the same.
deserve to be in pain
Because
Uh-oh.
because I feel like that's what I get, and that's what.
Can I just say something? It's gonna, and this is why I hate intervention as much as I love it. I forgot how I missed this point. Once again, that show, you know what that show's up? First of all, you notice they always go to the middle of the country. It's always white, middle class. Have you seen a person of color on intervention?
Don't think so.
No, and they love to go like Utah, white Christian, from just to show how fucked up. And 8 minutes into the show, what's always the dad? It's the dad or the uncle that did the dirty thing to the every time. And I bring this up every time I watch it. My wife gets pissed at me because I have to bring it up every time.
See?
But it's always the old man or the stepfather or the. We know men are evil. We get it. Why don't you just call it that?
Yeah. I say see when that happens. I go, see? I do the same thing on First 48, too. That show with.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
48
show.
hours to solve the crimes. They go, see?
My wife gets so
knew
pissed.
he did it. I would love to see one white guy on that show. Wow. When those crimes happen, it's like, oh, boy.
They love it. But they love to go, look,
Oh,
it's not only inner city people who have drug problems, you know. They love to go to the heart of, Yeah, we know there's meth in Oklahoma. Thanks for fucking
pointing that out.
But it's always, they can't wait to get to the father. It's always the father who's abusive or the, which I'm not saying is not true, but mix it up. Since diversity is so important, show me the other side.
Give enough love or give a little too much.
That's right. Come on, folks. That's all
And
I'm saying.
that's what having OCD is. Which is sad, huh? Yeah.
How could someone reach the point in their life where they're reduced to picking out feces from their bowels? Well, it just doesn't happen overnight. Someone may start off being fearful of feces, so they start washing their hands, and they start cleaning the toilet seats, and they start wiping to the point that they're bleeding. And that just kind of, it spreads like a cancer.
She sounds, what is this? This shrink sounds about as qualified as me. Fuck.
I kind of hear that, too.
You know? Oh, it doesn't just happen overnight. Really? She didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to scrub my ass till it falls out? That didn't happen last Tuesday? It's a big gradual thing? You dumb twat. We know that.
Oh, God.
What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Harass
What's the matter
almost
with
be
you?
like when you... What's the matter with you? Harass almost be like when you were a kid and just ate Captain Crunch without any milk. Just shards
for your mouth.
Flesh hanging.
It's not, that was I used to think I was imagining that.
Like, what the fuck did I do? It's a Captain Crunch or just any of those cereals, Fruit Loops.
Can I get another bowl of 4-H sandpaper, please? Thank you.
Yeah. God, that would tear the
I go,
shit out
Daddy,
of
did you did you ground light bulbs in my cereal again, like you did our dog?
Now, I guess she's cured, Danny. Is that how the show works?
Yes, she had her asshole removed.
Therapy, and then they show her and how.
Yeah, well, I mean, who knows if they actually, get 100% cured, but at least at the end of these shows, they typically show them doing a whole lot better.
Because that's what we need.
how do you...
That's what we need from our TV. Everything wrapped up nice for us.
Exactly.
Now she just shoves a breath strip up her ass.
Or a piece of Hubba Bubba.
Because it's just like that in real life, right? Everything gets nicely wrapped up in an hour.
Exactly. She pours 10 Tic Tacs exactly in there.
She puts a piece of Big Red between her cheeks and then just mushes and opens and closes and mushes and opens and closes her.
Big Red.
And she hums the Big Red theme song.
Ow. That would hurt.
Yeah, because it tingles.
Hurt your mouth, that fucking gum.
Well, she goes to a picnic.
Oh, I hope ants crawl into her asshole. And if you come out holding their nose, it just sends her right back. Rotten asshole.
Nydia, Matt, and I are going to go to the park and have a picnic so that Nydia can connect with Matt in his environment, not just on her territory.
Feeling dirty, feeling that I don't feel
What's her
comfortable
worst
with.
nightmare?
Huh?
Lock her into a porta potty.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Just dirty feces everywhere.
Just for 24 hours. Don't let her out.
Yeah, how would she handle
Tip
that?
it over.
How would she handle that scene in Slumdog Millionaire, you think?
Oh.
That'd be rough.
Yeah.
How about the one in Schindler's List and little kids hiding in the...
Oh, yeah, and the shit.
Jesus.
She would have to scrub her skin off.
That happened to me at a picnic once. To hide
Fun,
in-
right?
Absolutely.
Comfortable with. I'm nervous about not being able to wash my hands and then handle my food and eat it. That's really anxiety provoking. I don't know if I can do it.
Picnic is the dummy.
Oh, celery.
My favorite, actually.
She used to go and pick asses.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
Celery.
My favorite, actually.
The box of goodies that I brought today contained a lot of fiber.
Laxatives.
Celery sticks, fruit, anything that could potentially induce the urge for Nydia to have to take a bowel movement.
Well, that makes me
On a
nervous
scale
at
of
a
0
picnic.
to 10, are you having any
Wipes your ass with poison ivy.
Could I get a rating? 10?
Fucking
Okay. I know
Guinness
this is
and
not
soft-boiled
easy.
eggs.
Very
I hope she
difficult
shits her
to
pants
eat,
constantly now.
however, once I start eating it, I think that's when I'm going to feel the anxiety go up. So it's going to be hard.
Like every time she stands up, liquid shit just shoots down the back of both of her legs.
Goes to the other end of the spectrum.
She's wearing a shit cape. It's squishy lady again. I keep my asshole clean by shitting until nothing but water comes out. Fucking awful.
damn.
He used to buy rubber sheets for the bed.
Get us in our
Oh, shit.
I made her a nice summer squash filled with chili, covered in jalapenos, and then we're going to tie her to a tree and fucking...
watch the shit just pour out. Oh, God, like a tapping her from maple syrup.
It's the only way you can
go. You think her worst nightmare is 2 girls, 1 cup?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, goddamn.
Her husband buys that thing that you put on the edge of the toothpaste. You know how you move it up and it squeezes the toothpaste out and he puts it on her waist?
Squeeze right out. Oh, shit.
Just make her drink a bottle of hot sauce and fucking tie her to the bump of her truck in a busy movie theater parking lot.
Leave her there. I would tie her hands behind her back, too, so she shits all over her hands.
Yeah, gets under her nails.
Double whammy. Like she can't even fucking be clean about it. Hog tie her, shitting on her feet, her hands, the back of her knees.
Then you roll her around it and yell, dirty girl.
Now clean it up.
And kick her.
You shitter like your father.
Doesn't Maury cure obsessions?
Yeah. What?
Maury cures people like this.
Oh, yeah.
He can bring out shit.
Just throw shit at her. Maury with his... Yeah, when a girl has a cotton ball complex, he throws cotton at her and shit like that.
Yeah, like G. Gordon Liddy. You know, he's fair of rats. Remember when he's in jail, so he ate the rat?
Yeah. You think that's true?
You're a real man.
Look at the terrorists having a nice Baskin Robbins.
Fucking amazing.
Nice. Huh?
What a dumb Obama. What a dummy Obama.
Look at him swimming.
Look at
That's
that.
good.
I guess they were just there, huh?
Yeah.
They were just over there on the battlefield doing what? Observing?
That's all. They're fine. They're
Don't tell me the left doesn't hate this country.
Now they're swimming. Motherfuckers.
They got those curly beards.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at the tourists. They want to take pictures.
Yeah, can I have a picture with the terrorists?
Uyghurs.
Jesus.
Well,
nothing.
This brings a little damper to our shit party.
Oh my God, that was I've never.
Awful tumor.
We talked a lot about.
That was I've
almost
tumor
done.
on that.
Huh?
Well, now she's got to take her shower, guys. She's got to take her shower.
Oh no! What the?
That's Maury. Maury runs the
Holy
same.
shit.
But Maury runs the
she
same
looks better.
5 shows over and over again.
Looks like Hervé Village has now.
What the fuck? She has a big ball bag hanging from her face. This girl.
He's such an exploiting scumbag.
Yeah. We've called him out on it live on the show.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
He is
Maury.
just an evil fucking.
He just laughs.
They're doing it under the guise of educating you on.
course.
Because I'm going to run into a bunch of people like that throughout my life with Jay Leno disease.
And he always talks to freaks right in their face. Just goes, "Let me tell you something. You are beautiful.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful person."
Yeah.
Oh, as he's dry heaving.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what is that?
Tumors?
Oh,
Oh, for Christ's sake. What the hell?
that looks like
What is
something
that?
from a movie
It's
set.
the Michelin Man from the Philippines.
You know what, dude?
I'm guilty. Oh, shit.
See, what
Wow.
the
That
This is why...
that shit.
what do you do?
Oh,
Come on. No way.
Is that real?
Yes, yeah.
Where you at for the list?
He plays in a Star Wars band. What a horse's ass.
Google image tumor face, and you'll get a whole bunch of fun stuff to look at.
You have to return
You
that to the
got to
wardrobe
be.
when you're done.
Now, this is why I'm pro-choice.
Special effects by
See,
God.
now, come on.
Why is he wearing
That looks
chop
like-
meat on his head?
So it's like...
He looks like Tony from Total Recall.
Yeah, Total Recall, right.
Why does he just take that thing off his head? He looks silly. Buy a giant hat.
Looks like somebody threw a fucking... Oh,
There she is.
That's probably what Nydia's asshole looks like.
Filled with shit, too. Why don't we see how she handles the shower thing now that she had a...
well, I don't have to imagine how my balls look like on her face.
After her 10-minute therapy session, she's cured, and this is how she handles the shower.
They do. I mean, it's a title card that tells you, but they're in therapy for 6 weeks. I mean, not like that's an incredibly long time, but it's not just a quick old.
Nydia's accomplished a lot in the last 12 weeks. She's eating fruits and vegetables, eating without hand washing, getting out of the house and going into nature. With each success, her confidence is getting a bit stronger. Now it's time to increase the level of difficulty. The momentous occasion. Nydia's getting rid of her instruments of harm.
That's my enema.
Now that Nydia's gotten rid of her tools, it's time for her to face her biggest exposure, and that's getting in the shower without engaging in her rituals. You could set the alarm for 11 minutes. That's a minute for the water to warm up. I want you to take your 10-minute shower. I don't want you to feel clean when you go in there. Any questions?
Spread your cheeks, bend over.
Yeah, how are we going to prove this is working?
It's going to be difficult for Nydia, but I need for her to normalize as much as possible, meaning she realizes
she can cope with being dirty, that it's okay. She may not like it, she may not love it, but she can cope in a healthy way.
For Christ's sake, baby wipes.
I'm so afraid, especially right now that I can't add on to the bathroom.
We're not getting at the root cause of this.
Do things. I'm fighting it. Stay with it. My anxiety goes up when I'm not able to perform what I used to do because I still feel the same emotions I felt before, like I want to cry. I am very surprised by my progress. I have learned how to quiet the voices down, so I feel happy that I'm at the point where I am right now.
What a nightmare.
I hope she goes in the opposite direction now and saves all of her shit in a baggie and fucking makes hats out of it and she can't stop.
Yeah, she goes into sculpturing. She's got like a bust of her whole family made out of...
She wants to be like Ghost.
Just piles it up in the closet.
Husband should have known something was wrong when he got a soul patch made of shit under his chin.
Couldn't the doctor explain that she's way dirtier?
I'm more qualified than that broad.
Right, because when you're scrubbing out your ass like that, your bacteria and all sorts of shit.
She didn't even bring up, though, childhood potty training. That wasn't part of the... Huh? That had nothing to do with it?
Dan, we got one more clip. Is it worth playing when she has got her family over?
Well, I mean, it's just the wrap-up. I mean, I figured...
the wrap-up.
Yeah, I figured...
She sucks and she's never getting better.
There's a few other guys that were really interesting, too. In this episode, like, they do 2 people per episode. So the other guy in this episode just could not stop going to the gym. He has, like, a fear of aging and dying. So he goes to the gym, like, 50 times.
And his name is Tony what?
Tony. There's also a woman...
Is he in good shape?
He was in okay shape. Not bad.
How's he not in perfect shape?
It's funny. I have no idea. I asked myself the same question.
Because he goes there and he sits on the bench and eats Cheetos and shit.
That's because he's got to be at the gym.
He only works out like a few minutes at a time. Like he'll go to the gym on his way to work, on the way home from work. He'll hit a gym. He'll hit a few gyms on the way home from work.
What an asshole! What other country or society? Seriously,
a few reps.
Does that happen in Pakistan?
No.
Some guy's obsessed with his abs.
I don't think they got OCD in Iran. No way.
There's also another chick who...
No way, no how.
Who is obsessed with death and killing, and she can't stop thinking about killing people with, she can't be around a knife because she'll think about picking up the knife and what it would be like to shove it into somebody.
Nice. That's called having a period. For Christ's sake.
Fun show. Obsessed Mondays on A&E.
Get E-Rock in
What,
here.
is it an hour?
Yeah,
1
it's
hour?
an hour long, yeah.
Mondays?
Mondays.
It's on tonight?
No, it was on last night.
And what did they do last night?
Last night was a hoarding episode. I DVR'd it. I'll check it out later today.
Oh.
I'll watch it, but if I sense anything contrived.
Yeah.
E-Rock gave me something
fake.
Remember we were talking about the Sirius XM Father's Day promotion thing that we had to read?
Of course.
The company deemed one of the reads we did less depressing, and that's the one currently running.
Less depressing?
There's one they deemed too depressing, and they're not running it. What's this all about there?
Do you have the too depressing one?
Oh,
you get in trouble for that?
Yeah.
What's this about?
You did a long session, and Derek had to produce them down to 30 seconds. So he tried to keep some of the humor in it. But that last one, the whole company was like, no, this is too depressing. We can't run this for Father's Day.
Depressing. It was funny.
And it was us saying
it. Was just us. It was
us talking about our dead dads.
You saying again where we're headed?
We're dead. We've moved on.
No, but it's the way that you seg into your dead dad in that second spot.
And this never aired?
The second one didn't air. The first one is the one that's
gotta hear it.
Right now we gotta hear it.
Why are they determining it? We fucking did it.
No.
For our channel. Fuck you.
I'm with it.
Hey, it's Opie and Anthony.
You know, Father's Day, right around the corner. And if your dad likes listening, both of ours are dead.
But if your father's alive, this could be perfect for him, right?
Of course.
Give him the Stiletto 2 or XM-P3 portable radio so he can have his favorite music, sports, and even the Opie and Anthony show.
Take advantage of a limited-time Father's Day offer right now by visiting Sirius.com or XMRadio.com.
It's funny you said limited time.
Just like our dads. They were on this earth for a limited time only.
Wow, they pretty much decided to take all the humor out of our reads, I see.
Yeah, what happened there?
What the fuck? Turn it into a regular... How do you turn what we did into a regular commercial?
I know.
Are they playing that one?
They're playing the other one, I guess.
That's funny.
We did it for like 5 minutes, and these are 30-second spots?
Yep.
Oh, you got to get the raw audio. We'll play that for everybody.
Yeah, we're trying to find that.
Oh, okay. So, why was that too depressing, the second one?
I'll tell you after I stop crying.
The offer being for a limited time, just like our dads were here for a limited time, they're dead. They weren't really too happy with playing that on other channels.
So which one? Let me hear the one they're playing then. People are yelling no because I guess we're playing this a lot on the channel.
Oh, really?
I haven't heard it.
Let me hear it. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony.
You know, Father's Day, right around the corner. And if your dad likes listening, both of ours are dead.
But if your father's alive, this could be perfect for him, right?
Of course.
Give him the Stiletto 2 or XMP3 portable radio so he can have his favorite music, sports, and even the Opie and Anthony show.
Take advantage of a limited time Father's Day offer right now by visiting Sirius.com or XMRadio.com or call them up 1-888-5-SIRIXM.
What about talking about them being in the grave and if you lay the satellite radio down on the ground, maybe
they'll hear
your old dad could still hear the old radio show.
I think what was asked was, did they do a take that didn't mention that their fathers were dead and were told no?
Of course not. Fuck you.
Why were we going to do that?
Making us do a Father's Day read. Go fuck yourselves, you weirdos.
Funny how that one gets played on every channel, but not the fucking promo to hear free O&A or
Yeah, of course.
No one hears those anywhere.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys can fuck around with those reads and stuff and not get in trouble?
Yeah, well, obviously, we did.
Isn't that like the bread and butter? I thought that was like the one sacred cow in radio.
Find the raw audio.
We're trying to.
Well, it's serious. It's not
different, right? Than
because it's not like it's an outside advertiser.
It's a serious product.
It's a serious
It's
product.
their own stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they're selling their own wares.
People saying it was funny, but not really, man. You got to hear the long version. We went on for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. Jimmy's going to be on Red Eye tonight. Nick DiPaolo, nickdip.com, Facebook, Nick DiPaolo, and Just for Laughs Chicago Comedy Festival, June 18th and 19th. That's this Thursday and Friday, right? Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
At the Vic Theater, Just for Laughs Chicago.com. And then for everybody in Winter Park, Florida, you're listening, Terry, go see Nick. He'll make you happy.
That's right.
My sister. June 25th through the 27th, Belly Busters. BellybustersOrlando.com for tickets to see Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah, baby.
We'll wrap up next. Opie and Anthony.
Yes.
Let's check out Jim Norton on Red Eye tonight.
I will also be in Fort Lauderdale Thursday night at the Improv in the Hard Rock, and then Friday, Saturday, West Palm Beach at the Improv in
Oh, you
West
broke
Palm.
it up. Nice.
They broke it up. They probably figured I wouldn't draw well in any one place. So let's just try to split this zero up.
I've done both clubs, and that would be a better way of doing it.
Yeah, just one night in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
2 nights in
that
West
would be
Palm.
fucking great.
Nick, I figured they say you don't want to spread yourself too thin, but I figured there's plenty of me to go around. Go ahead, your turn.
Rumor has it you finished with the toothbrush up the ass. Is that?
That's actually my opening bit. It's like when Ozzy would open with Paranoid when he was touring solo.
Yeah,
and then you finish up with something else.
That's the biggie.
Sure is. I do a I don't actually I do a headstand and someone can hold the toothbrush in my ass and then 2 of my assistants will spin my legs like a top.
Ow! Ow!
And I yell ta-da and the curtain closes.
My ass hurts just from being on the show.
Language. That was not fun to listen
This is my
to.
house.
I think we're just about done, man. There's nothing else going on, really.
we went through
we did everything.
My
We
plugs?
went through all the mumbo jumbo.
Oh, yeah,
Of
we need
course.
Nick.
Would it bother you if I gave you plugs really
Nick
bad?
DiPaolo's
Yeah,
plugs.
Nick will be at the, whatever. If you're in Chicago, just for laughs, if that's what you want to do at your time. June 18th, 19th, the Vic Theater with Louis C.K., Jim Jeffries, you. Who else?
Patrice.
But God damn, it's a good show. Just for laughs, Chicago.com. And Nick will also be in Florida next week.
Yes.
June 25 through 27 at Belly Busters Comedy Club. It's in Orlando. It's BellybustersOrlando.com.
Winter Park, Florida.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
That's
I got
part
it.
of Orlando, I guess.
Yeah, Belly Busters in Winter Park, Florida. BellybustersOrlando.com. June 25th through the 27th. Next Thursday and Friday. Or next Friday and Saturday, I guess.
And then I'll be at Skid Marks. No.
Next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Beautiful. Good seeing you, fellas.
And you, Nick.
Very good. Always having you in here. Very, very fun, Nick DiPaolo.
Look at the baby. Look at the puppy get flushed out of the toilet. The poor little thing.
I know. Look at
That's the girl who shits on herself, isn't it?
That's how she cleans it now. She gave the dog a toothbrush.
But puppy flushed down toilet?
He was a little kid. Didn't mean it.
Kinda. Oh, you sure?
He was 4. And the dog's okay.
He said, doggy needs washing.
Did he?
And flushed it down the toilet.
Yeah, the kid knew.
Stupid little
kid's going to be a serial killer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Kill him now.
Absolutely.
The dog's fine, though. The dog's out. Save a lot of co-eds.
Hooker needs washing.
right, exactly.
He chops her up in the bathtub.
Flushes her down his toolbox with his hammer.
E-Rock, it's good?
Yeah.
We're going to leave you guys today with the unedited Father's Day read.
Very good.
It's 3 minutes, Ant. We spent 3 minutes just kind of riffing about Father's Day. And then they made him into 30 seconds of very boring material.
They took out all the uncomfortable dead daddy stuff.
Yeah. You want to hear this?
Sure.
All right, listen to this. Hey, it's Opie and Anthony.
Hi, how you doing? You know, Father's Day, right around the corner. And if your dad likes listening, boy, this is one of mine and Opie's favorite holidays, Father's Day.
Yeah, no shit.
Both of ours are dead.
Thanks, Sirius XM.
Thanks for giving us this copy.
Wonderful.
If my dad wasn't dead, I would like him to listen to Sirius XM in the car. He would love carrying it with him if he wasn't dead.
Yeah, I think my dad would enjoy it too, Anthony. But unfortunately, you don't get satellite radio 6 feet under.
Or in heaven.
Or in heaven, that's right. They haven't figured that one out yet. But if your father's alive, this could be perfect for him, right?
Of course.
This Father's Day, give him the Stiletto 2 or XMP3 portable radio so he could have his favorite music, sports. My dad used to like the Knicks. Not no more. Know why, Aunt?
Why is that, Ope?
Because he's dead.
Oh.
And even the Opie and Anthony show. Boy, my dad loved our show. He called in a few times.
Yeah.
Not calling anymore now, is he?
My dad liked that's right. He never got to hear me on the radio.
Why is that, Anthony?
Because he's dead.
Yeah.
And he died before I ever got on the radio. He knew me as a construction worker.
But if your father's alive,
yes,
get him the Sirius XM thing. He can carry it wherever he goes this summer.
Take advantage of a limited time Father's Day offer right now by visiting Sirius.com or XMRadio.com or call them up 1-888-5-SIRIXM.
It's funny you said limited time.
Just like our dads.
Yeah.
They were on this earth for a limited time only.
Yeah.
Wow, that's ironic.
I miss you, Dad.
I miss you, Daddy. I would like to get you a Sirius radio, but I can't.
Maybe we could have a seance.
Because you're dead.
You think my dad and your dad are hanging out?
That would be kind of cool.
Be kind of cool, right?
Yeah. I'd like to think that, but I know they're not.
No?
No.
What are they really doing?
Rotting.
Great.
Unfortunately, it's all you do after you die. I'm going to leave one at his tombstone, a Sirius radio.
Ooh, a little Twilight Zone thing.
Yeah. And then he could hear the broadcast of the show.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, till some grave robber worker steals it.
All right. Get Sirius XM for your dad if he's still living. I'm done.
See if they like that one. They're going to be like, yeah, that's a little dark.
I ain't recutting it.
No, fuck it.
Either do that or...
Done. Run it like that, motherfucker.
Oh, what assholes we
Can't
are.
believe the company wouldn't like that one.
Run it like that, motherfucker. I don't even remember like how bad that did get.
You can hear all the edits in there.
Yeah, you can hear
the parts they used, chopped it up.
Oh, that's funny.
They chopped the shit out of that. Thank you.
Wasn't it uplifting?
Holy shit. Well, how about you do your research? Brutal. There's a million people that work here that have fathers living. Have them do the read.
Yeah,
it's a good point.
Father's
Day. It's a good point.
I don't, Father's Day sucks for me.
Although I do have Sal.
Yeah.
I get Sal something.
Yeah, Sal rules.
Oh, Sal I've been married to my mother for like 30 years.
He's pretty much your father.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Sal and Roe.
Nick, you got your parents still living?
Yes.
Oh, there you
yes,
go.
I do.
Yeah, lucky
Both
ducky.
healthy. I got longevity on my side.
God bless, huh? God bless.
God bless.
Love that. God bless.
What kind of longevity?
My father's father was 93. Damn. And I mean healthy right up to 2 days before he died.
From your mouth to God's ears.
His mother was 84. My mother's mother was 93.
Gee.
But my mother's father got hit by an oil truck when he was like in his 40s.
What, did he invent a water-powered car? Jesus Christ.
Who knows, man? You know what he did invent? But you know what's funny?
Here we go.
He was an inventor. You know the pitchback?
Yeah.
He invented it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking patent. We have the patent.
I
shit.
used that as a kid.
Wow.
Isn't that funny?
Who invented it?
My mother's father.
Pitchback?
Yeah, he get killed, like I said. I told him
And
in
you
a car
moved it
accident.
so then you could get some pop fly action?
Yes, remember that?
Yeah, you tip it back a
I'd be
little
the
bit.
guy right near the net throwing it as hard as I can
Yes.
to pop them up for my brothers.
Exactly.
Oh,
they
you
run
did?
into
Wait,
traffic.
what? You played with that with someone else? That was if the lonely kid
No,
played
we
with it.
played. We made a game out of it actually, where you try to throw it as hard against the net as possible, and if
Have it hit your nuts?
well, if your brother didn't catch it, then you get a point. So you're trying to
Okay.
figure out all sorts of angles and stuff.
That's a good one.
I used to, I tilted so it would fly ball right in the middle of the street. My brother would go out. Nice.
Fucking mortar.
Yep.
Yeah, so longevity,
Yeah, well, good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah, who knows though, right?
That helps you out.
Like my grandfather smoked Pall Malls or Camels unfiltered,
Yeah,
he was out in the sun 14 hours a day, but then you realize they had an ozone back then and the cigarettes weren't loaded with fucking, so it's all different.
It's all different now. It all sucks now.
I'm talking about longevity. I'm going to get hit on the Henry Hudson today.
No, God
Nick.
forbid.
End up
God
laying in the
forbid.
middle lane pooping on myself like the tub woman and,
You had a near miss already, grabbing onto that tree that had the
Jesus
had the
Christ,
phone
I think
wire
about
on it.
that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Gotta stay away from those wires.
Holding on to the fucking, in the rain.
Why, though?
Huh?
That's dangerous.
He's trying to.
Of course it is.
Look at him
How about
taking
me, ready
serious.
to take the fucking bait? Well,
Let's go home.
All right.
Nick, it's a pleasure, man.
Guys,
Come
you
back
kidding
and
me?
see us.
I like it up here. You like this better than the other studio? No.
The show's
got
been
used to
better.
it, yeah.
Huh?
Show's been
Definitely
better
got
I
since
like
we
a
moved
little.
over.
I like the building, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all right.
Just not having to use that other bathroom. I was just looking forward to come up there. That monkey cage thing.
Oh, yeah, the smelly
God,
bathroom.
that's
Remember that?
Forgot
Sort
about
of
that.
combination of Canadian mints and diarrhea.
Sounds wonderful.
Hey, Nick, you'll be proud to know that this guy and Todd used the pitchback machine for something nice. Go ahead, Todd. We'll end with you.
How you doing, boys?
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Long ago when I was a little kid, my brother and I were playing with the pitchback, and we looked over and saw we had a bunch of kittens. So my brother balled up the kittens and threw them one by one against the pitchback.
There you go, Nick. Your
So
family's
there's one of-
responsible for dead cats.
What part of Germany is your family from?
Oh!
That was a strike.
There were little kittens everywhere.
Golf balls with the pitchback.
Yes.
Those things.
Good.
Wow, they
Yes.
will fly.
Yes.
That's what I think we used to make it really difficult.
That's right. Super balls.
All that shit.
Remember Super balls?
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
compressed rubber.
Do they make
Just
those
like-
anymore? Are those dangerous?
Yeah,
Do they-
they probably make them
dangerous.
safe now. Where they don't
Yeah.
have-
Do you remember
'cause that was
Estes
launched
rockets,
like,
Anthony?
Oh, hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. I
Did
did
you?
these rockets.
We used to
The
try
Big
to
Bertha,
Big
the
Bertha.
V2.
We strapped
Yes.
we used to strap like a frog to it. A Big
Yeah, they were
Bertha.
giant. Big D engines you used in that one.
And they had little
Igniter.
Yes. My cousin Johnny was a little bit of a psycho.
Would the frogs die?
I can't remember. My cousin Johnny said yes, they would.
Parachute would opened. I guess they'd be all right.
But the pressure up there, the gas mask, the oxygen mask would not deploy.
Yeah, it would
And,
deploy right.
you know.
They're fucking, you're reenacting Apollo 1 on the pad. They're just burning up.
I want to start playing with rockets again.
Rockets were fun.
Do they still sell those fucking
Estes
things?
rockets.
Yeah, they're not as. They don't sell them as. I don't think they sell them like they used to. With
How
the
high
big-
would they go?
Really?
I had some
Out of sight.
3-stage rockets that would go up so goddamn high.
Take
you
a
just
couple
lose
hours
them.
to come down with a parachute, right?
Parachute, or they'd have streamer recovery.
Oh, is that right?
What the fuck? So it would come down faster. It's like a little streamer that came out with a little wind resistance. But yeah, I used to take like lizards out in California and put them in there. I had a payload section.
That's right, the
Pop them in
payload
the payload section.
They always
And,
blew away, though. The fucking wind would
you needed
take
a
them.
big field. That's why out in
Yeah,
California
we had a
like that, I had
field.
a
We had a big
giant
field.
field.
I didn't have a giant
But,
field. I had the woods.
I had a V2, the German V2 one. It was like 4 feet tall. It took off in slow motion. It was like,
Really?
that was cool as
Could
shit,
you have taken
man.
off on it, or are you too heavy?
I think it's a little too
All
heavy.
right.
I would have needed like probably 50 D engines.
Tie like
A lot
10
of
of them
fun,
to your feet.
Yeah. And then, of course, you get a little older and you just dispense with the rocket completely and just put the igniter in the engine and let that thing go. I think it was called a... I don't have my beat.
We know what kind of chaser
I think it was called a...
Gentlemen, please.
No.
Gentlemen,
You know,
please.
it was some kind of chaser. Yeah.
Would they go more than 1,000 feet high?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. They were
would
really
pretty
ridiculous.
much disappear.
Yeah, some of them you could saw
barely
a
see
smoke
'em.
trail.
Yeah.
It would disappear. And if you built it wrong, it would tip over and crash. You had to get those fins on straight. Had to get them on straight. Nice trick was to you take the tube, the cardboard tube, put it in the angle of your door jamb, and then just draw a straight line right down. That way,
perfect.
and then you keep the fin on the line. Now you're set.
You were too technical.
No, I just love.
Did you do the
building
dumb
rockets.
water ones?
No, the water ones sucked. I needed fucking.
They got them pretty impressive where they went up
gunpowder.
a few hundred feet, but
I did that, like I said, up until my brother started hiding his pot in the payload sections, the joints, and I was like, what is this? And I smoked one, and then every bit of science, ambition, math,
went out the
everything
door.
just went right out the door, out the window. Yeah, look at that fucking thing go, man.
Wow.
At apogee. And then it hits apogee and deploys the parachute. I filled it up with flash powder too, because the blast that deployed the parachute used to have to put wadding in between the engine and the parachute, or it would melt the parachute. So because it was hot.
Yeah.
It was like a little explosion that came out of the top of the engine after it burnt out. So I filled rockets with flash powder, staged flash powder, and set them off. And that actual blast would ignite it, and it would just explode in midair. It looked great. Oh, yeah, there's a camera on one.
Oh,
that's fucking cool.
Little micro video camera on it. Look how high up that fucking thing is going.
Danny, what
Isn't that amazing?
YouTube video for the people out there?
That was very
Gotta
cool.
share that.
It's called.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
This is on YouTube. It's called ATC 2000 Rocket Ride with Freefall.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll leave you with that. Check out that video. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Nick.
Peace out. Thank you, fellas.